Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Tuesday daytime stream, starting a little bit later. I was just getting some work done, having some conversations. We're live right now for Tuesday day. All right, there we go. I was busy. I'm getting a lot of messages about people inquiring about what I got for sale. So I've been redirecting people to our Discord server. We are. Let's see. Oh, can I not see your comments? Oh, there it is. Hey, what's up, Ryan? How's it going, Ryan? All right, so let's prep the stream. Let's get it all done. Let's grab the tags. We do all the setup at the beginning, right? 39 months of membership. Damn, that's a long time, dude. All right. Some of you guys have been around for a long time. I really appreciate that. I feel like we have a nice thing going on, don't you? Let's see. Don't you think? Sorry, I cut my thoughts halfway through sometimes when I'm working. All right, let's see. We got these beautiful slabs. They're probably all going to be sold. Those are graded booster slabs. It's all got to go. We're going to be letting go of a lot of Pokemon cards to make this move. After the move is over, I can go right back to buying up lots of Pokemon cards, but not before. Now we're building up a money ball. It's got to happen. And it's going to take a while. It's going to take like a year. So it's not like an overnight thing. All right, we're going to go spread the word that we are live. Let's go ahead and turn on the iPad so I can see your comments more easily. This is another multi-stream day. We're streaming from Facebook at the same time that we're on YouTube. We are? All right. What? Free cheap ones. Me. You got the, what is that? Not the squeak game. What do we call it? Oh, I can't remember what we would call that. What's the name of the little mouse emoji there? PS3 is the money ball at the moment. PlayStation 3? Why you say that? Squeak Squad, that's what it was. Squeak Squad, I remember now. We're live for Tuesday daytime right now. Go ahead and copy that. Post it up. All right, we'll go ahead and poke around in here too. All right, and probably in here as well. This went viral, this post here. Just a picture, actually. All right, we'll do this one as well. The stores are closing down soon and the games are booming. Are they really? There we go. That's cool, man. I never owned a PlayStation, so I don't have any nostalgia for it. Hello, Mike Side. Are you new here? First time, says Mike Side. Hey, what's up, Mike Side? Mike Side, we earned a little bit of money over on Facebook. Did you know that? Facebook earned like, I don't know, like 40 bucks. Not 40, 80, sorry. Facebook earned like 80 bucks. Pretty interesting. Let's go ahead and post this here. Come on now. Okay, we're posting. Tuesday daytime. I have a cold. No, he has a cold. That poor guy. Leon Sugarfoot's going to do some shipping. Leon Sugarfoot, do I have your shipping address? If I don't have your address, then you need to send me your address in an email. Here it is. Send it here to TheCardconomist@gmail.com. Okay, we'll get your label printed up. And then Miss Alexis comes back in on Friday. Okay, she comes back in on Friday. That's a while, but that is when she comes back. Oh my gosh, I didn't mean to click this. All right, well, good enough. All right, so lovely. Your new member pricing is now live. Okay, I'm gonna delete this. I submitted on your YouTube video. Oh, stumble on your YouTube video. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this away. I get so many ads, dude. Let's collaborate. Pokemon card collaboration proposal. All right, another thing. I don't know what this is. So much trash emails are out there that way. So you paid CGC. Good. Let's go to CGC and see how it's looking. So it says CGC withdrew some money. That's what we wanted. Are they starting work on my submission finally after all this time? Hey, what's up, Mr. Jeff Leon? What do you think, Jeff? We could not sign you in with that login password. Please try again. What the? Every single time there is a problem with our CGC sign-in. Oh my God. I try to log into CGC and the password is broken every single time. Hold on. Okay, let's see. CGC. All right, CGC cards. Enter your PIN. All right, we're going to enter the PIN. I'm going to see what's going on with this. So we're going to look at the password. All right, the password looks like what I would want it to be. One annoying thing is CGC doesn't let me see the password that I have in there. All right, now sign in. It doesn't work. So why the hell doesn't it work? Wait, let me test this. Oh my God. Because when you change the password on NGC, it changes the password for CGC. That is so stupid. God, that's so dumb. So it's the same password across all websites. They don't tell you that. Oh my God. How can they be so goofy, man? Okay, so it looks like what happened at CGC, they haven't started working on it, but they received my latest bulk order. It's in their system now. It says 8/18. Yep, that's what happened. So then they charge it when it arrives and it's marked as received. That's when they charge it. Okay, that's good to know. It's good to know how they charge the money. So then all of those are probably already charged at this point to my card, and I don't have to worry about future charges for those submissions. God, it'd be nice to get a BGS submission back too. We got no submissions back. It's just really crazy out here right now. Shipping email, thanks. All right, Mr. Sell a Gold Star for the house fund. If I did sell a gold star, we would be done so fast. Like, we would be halfway there or like maybe 2/3 of the way there. Depends on which one sells them for how much. But I don't want to sell the gold stars. Those are the ones I want to keep. One and done. I know, but then I wouldn't have any gold stars, bro. All right, here we are. You know the gold stars are all going to 1 million. It's weird. That's the only thing people ask for, by the way. So anytime I'm on Instagram, well, no, I get questions for the Legendaries artist as well. I actually had a recent guy reach out. He was the CEO of some website. I guess he's some CEO. And he wanted my gold NBA Legendary Collection Zard. And we didn't agree on the price, of course, because I don't really want to sell it. But, you know, so I get asked about Legendary Charizard, Crystal Lugia sometimes, and the gold stars. Constantly the gold stars. People are always asking about those. And I don't know, it just kind of tells me something. It tells you what is going to do well over time, those PSA 10 gold stars. All right, I've got your name. Oh, we might have shipped to you before. All right, so the reason we don't... Wait. Have we shipped to you before? What is this? Let me look at it. So you've shopped with us maybe a long time ago even, but we're going to clear this and delete it from our contacts because we don't want to use an old address from you. So the problem is you're using a nickname, and when you use a nickname, I don't know. I'm going to delete this. I don't know what your associated address is. Now, I could use your nickname when we set up your shipping, but if we do that, it could go to the wrong person, or the USPS guy could be really confused. So this is a problem we're running into because we had a shipment for Justin K. He didn't want to use his last name, so he used the nickname on the website. But the problem with that is when we shipped him, he didn't get his slabs because his slabs were under the nickname and his label was under his real name. So that is becoming an issue. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put your whatever. Oh, I put in sugar food. I'm going to put in your website name there. That's all I can think to do. All right, so now we're going to put in this. We're going to get your shipping done, man. Print postage. Yes. All right, good. Legendary Collection, Gold Star, Neo Shinings, Crystals, best cards. Yeah, they're all really cool. And you're right. I probably could just liquidate my actual good cards and be able to move, but then I wouldn't be a Pokemon card collector. I'd just be a guy with a house. I'd have a house, but would I have a good Pokemon card collection? Maybe not. Look at all these. Aren't these beautiful? Rip That Topps movie, 2,000 pack open. No. You don't want to do that because this is likely sticky. That's why I graded it. That's a sticky pack. So I'm very clever. I said, let's take these sticky packs and we'll grade the sticky packs. That's 200 IQ right there. That's very smart. So now you get a nice display, and it's PSA graded, and no one has to hurt their wallet opening that booster pack and getting nothing but, you know, 6s and 5s out of there. So no, we're very clever that we did that. All right, Mr. Leon Sugarfoot, let's go find your stuff. Did you say you had slabs? Here's your baggie. That was easy. How many people we got watching? We got 40 people. All right, so this is the first ladies night. There we go. This is the first ladies night. That's what I'm looking for. That's the words. Let me go ahead and print this. But yeah, it's time for the girls to get a free Pokemon card. Just for being a girl? We're going to host ladies night every Tuesday. This will be the first stream of the ladies night, and later will be the second stream when we're live at like 2 a.m. in the morning. Hey, mister, do you like Charizard? Do you like Charizard? Define ladies. How do I define it without getting in trouble with the internet? Whatever the internet wants to define it as, okay? All right. If you want to define yourself as a lady, that's up to you. I'm not going to do that. Let's see. Shipping, please. Notice somebody bought the Jigglypuff. How much store credit do I have? It's like $22, okay? All right, there we go. Leaving a note on the label for Miss Alexis. All right. She comes in Friday, so your item doesn't truly ship till like Saturday morning. That's when the mailman picks it up, okay? So it's going to be a while. Don't get mad at me if it takes a while, okay? She was just here yesterday. Monday and Friday, those are the shipping days. Monday and Friday. Mr. Got, you got games on your phone? What's the other one? How about the I'm pissed? Here. Who gave us that one? Wasn't it a guy named like Silver Ranger or something like that? I don't remember his name actually. Ooh, Pikachu. Look at that Pikachu, man. Up to 7 from last night. Oh, let me zoom in. Sorry, you guys can't see. All right, first of all, let's turn off Camera Pro. And then let's get the zoom. Oh, yeah. Now it looks like the table's too full again. Good. So check that out. This has already got 2 people in it, right? And we are now up to 7 spots. So Pikachu Gengar Break is pretty much flying. I mean, it's almost up to its first $1,000. Pretty remarkable. We will be moving, and with the move comes a lot of cards coming up for sale that weren't previously for sale. I might even make a decision on some that they're not available for slab away. They have to be purchased outright. And my other goal is to get a lot of them dual listed. They'll be here on the table for sale, but we want them up on eBay too. Like this guy needs to go up on eBay. All right, don't forget to pin everything. Did we pin the website? Oh, this is from last night. No, we did not pin the website. All right, we haven't done that yet. Obviously, you saw some booster slabs back there. I want to get those sold too. You got any codes? Okay, let's go ahead and pin this. Pin. Butt out. That's right. Didn't that guy get like all pissed off? He said, I'll never buy anything from you again. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, that was a long time ago. We were opening up Topps Merlin 3, and there was this really generous, nice guy who kept going deep in Merlin 3, right? And he somehow got in a fight with the guy who said, butt out. And the butt out guy said, I'm not going to buy anything from you anymore because I was like, are you being mean to my customer or something like that? That's why I asked him. I said, are you being mean to my customer? I said something like that. And then he's like, butt out. And I was like, what the fuck? What? How are you fighting me? I'm not even the person antagonizing you, and you're the antagonizer anyway. You're antagonizing the other guy who's super generous, donates all this stuff to the group, and then he gets sniped in the box that he's been buying in, and so he's in a bad mood, right? Yeah, he was like having a bad mood because he'd gone deep in the Topps Merlin 3, and he was looking for the Lugia sticker. And then he's just buying like 10, he's 10 stickers here, packs, 10 packs over there. It's costing him all this money, hundreds of dollars. And one guy kind of sneaks in, buys 1 pack, and snipes the Lugia. So he's upset about it. He's like, he's not feeling very good about it. And then this other guy starts antagonizing him. I was like, what are you doing, dude? Anyways, and then he goes, butt out. And that's just like another one of those moments. It's like, what the fuck? Maximum autism. 5 memberships. Let me set you up with that gift there, Mr. Mooserbot. Mr. Mooserbot, you're giving too much. It scares me. Okay, let's see what we got. So Musabot, 553 and 25, huh? All right, 578. Okay. All right. I'm not going to buy anything from you. No! This is the last time you'll see these. All right, what we got? You got any codes? In the very first year, people used to buy, sell, and trade the Pokemon codes that come in the back of every booster pack. And it was used for the online game, and you could actually get like a stack of 100 codes together and sell them for, at one point, like $40 for a stack of 100. And kids would come in begging for the codes for free. So you'd go live, and there would just be kid after kid after kid begging for those codes. You got any codes? Codes! Yeah, there were a lot more kids back then. Actually, I feel like there's a lot more adults today in the hobby. Because, now it's like this whole thing. Our PayPal orders. So, Ladies' Night. What should be the rule for Ladies' Night? Well, first of all, here's a Ladies' Night giveaway. This was donated by Oscar Resendez. Second, there should be some kind of trick to Ladies' Night. What do you guys think? What should the trick be? There should be like, like you buy a girl maybe like a beer or something, right? Let me ask how Ladies' Night actually works in real life. What a stupid question to ask ChatGPT. How does Ladies' Night generally work at a bar? All right, let's see. A promotion aimed at getting more women into the bar, which in turn draws more men. Women get discounted drinks. Sometimes they get free drinks. Let's see. All right, so that's interesting because I don't know if it'll actually benefit us that much to have extra girls in the stream, but who cares? It's just a funny idea. So they normally get the discounted drinks, huh? So I think the way we'll do it, let's see. Maybe there should be specifically a Ladies' Night card for sale. It's 2 for 1 drinks. They never expire. You can always redeem them. Do people still use codes? Do older ones still work? You probably lost some customers by being mean to those kids. You're probably right. I mean, it's 7 years later. And so if a kid was just, I don't know, like 11 years old when they ran into me for the first time, now they're 18. What the fuck? Like nobody told me that, I'd still be in business 7 years from now and that I might need to be nice to like 11-year-olds who are going to one day be 18 years old buying cards. So yeah, you're probably right. All right, let's see. We need like a card for Ladies' Night. Here it is. New Objective Denji. I think what we'll do is he'll be a 20-spot giveaway for free. So he's going to be a 20-spot giveaway for free. And if you're a girl, and I know you're a girl, you're just going to get in here. All right. Very good. Actually, I don't really know. There's not any test to know if a girl is a girl. So I don't really know how to do that. I mean, you can tell who a girl is if they hang out for a long time, right? Like, for example, Mary's a girl. Dinklebot's a girl. What happened to that girl that used to stream for you? She's still here. She just doesn't do the streaming anymore. She's welcome to. I don't know if she wants to. That's the thing. She doesn't ever ask to do it. So maybe she gave it a try a couple times. Maybe it wasn't her cup of tea. You know what I mean? She didn't say she hates it. It's just she never really schedules for it. And at one point, it just kind of became my job, which it always was my job. But yeah, this is a tough job if you guys have never thought about it. Servicing packs all day, it's kind of like a fast food job. I'll take a side of fries, and I'll take 10 packs of Phantom Flames, and I'll take a large diet soda with that. It's kind of like that. So you guys tell me what to get for you, and then I dance, and then you get your stuff, and that's how it ends up working out. So it doesn't really feel like you're just playing when you're up here on the microphone. You really do feel like you're working. And it can be really intensive too. Like people ask questions that you don't want to answer, or they say something super inappropriate, or they just act weird, or like there's severe autism, or like something like that. Or maybe I'm the autistic one, but maybe something really crazy is going on in the comments section, and you got like a financial thing to figure out, and oh, this guy wants a refund, or oh, he ran out of spots on a break and can't find the product that he wanted to open. It's kind of a circus, and it's work. It's not play. It's definitely work. So, you know, maybe she did it a while and discovered, hey, this is kind of rough. And so she does the shipping. And she seems to really like the shipping. So the shipping's a nice, quiet job, and it's very comfortable, and it pays well. Let's see. What are your thoughts on vintage Bandai Naruto now? I sent you a DM 18 months ago on Insta with a good lot of stuff from a clean out. If you call, you said KU was it. We've got some beautiful Topps Naruto right here if you guys are looking for Narutos. I sold through the Naruto Bandai tins, so we're finally out of those. But we got a lot of these gorgeous Topps Narutos, and there's just so many good gradable cards in here. Too bad they're $70 a pack. They're pricey. But yeah, Naruto's, I think it's getting like the same treatment One Piece got. What I don't understand is, does Naruto, does it have like a TV show going still? Like, is there something worth watching with Naruto? Because I don't know what media they're still producing under that brand, which makes me think, you know, One Piece is still being produced. Pokemon's still being produced. Does Naruto have something being produced? So that's my question. If you move, then you'll need someone new to help you ship. Yeah, exactly. And that'll be something to figure out at that time. I'm going to take this free slab down. We have the Ladies' Night free slab. And I think what we'll do, we're going to turn this into a break for the ladies, where if you're a guy and you buy into this, eventually it's paid down and then it's handed out to the ladies for free. That's what we're going to do. So this is called Ladies Donation Slab. I don't know. That's complicated. I got to find out what actually works. I want you to be able to, like, buy a girl something, right? No, it's currently Boruto, which is his son. Mister, you missed my message. Oh, what'd you say? I'm going to the closet. This way you can put me in the giveaway. Oh, my God. So we'll call this a LN break. And what was it? It was like a $75 card, wasn't it? So what you can do is you can buy a spot for a girl in this break. You can buy a spot for her in here, anyone you want. And it'll be really simple. So it was $75. I'll lower the price. So it's already getting a price reduction for today. It'll be $10. I'm going to lower the price to $60 for the whole slab. It's a pretty good price. And so the odds are 1 in 6. And so you can buy into this if you're a girl. If you're a guy, you can buy into it to give a girl a spot. That's it. You can't buy into it for yourself. All right, so that's the idea. There you go. So now you got a giveaway for the girls, and you got a special break that they can buy into, or you can buy a girl spot in that break. And we'll figure out, we'll get better at this. This is only our first time doing it, so we'll get better at it over time. Figure out what works, you know. Buy a drink for my lady. Girls' night. What about men's night? We'll do a men's night someday. So we're live on YouTube at the same time. Let me see how that's looking. I'm curious. Is it working? I can't tell if it's working. It looks like it's working. It's weird, though. It looks like it's not showing me the number of viewers, but it's got 2 likes on it. I'm going to close that. All right. So we'll leave that alone. All right, we're closing this as well. YouTube live stream. Very interesting. We got to figure out Instagram live stream, too, if that's the thing. All right, let's start getting to the orders. Does she ignore you after you buy her a drink? Just like in real life. I think he meant to say, then she ignores you after you buy her a drink. All right, Team Rocky Grunt. I should have $22. All right, let's go grab $22 for you. $50 store credit from the Jigglypuff. So this with the other amount. Let me get 3 live customs. They were really cold for me yesterday. Well, the good news is we keep restocking the live customs every time we run into those cold packs. So the box is filling up with hits. All right, so you're spending this. Okay. It's going to come down to 0. Now, I noticed you sent 50 cents short. You know, what I did here was I rounded down. So you got $22 instead of $22.50. But then for 75 and 94, I rounded up. So keep that in mind. I'm only doing whole numbers when it comes to the consignment. So you really did only have 22, okay? We don't do the cents. We don't do like the, 25 cents, 75 cents. We don't do that because it's not enough. It's like when you go to the casino and your winnings is $22.75. They drop the 75 cents. Well, in my case, I'll roll up for you to 23, okay? All right, so here goes. So let's get you these 3 live customs. Ready? We're doing whole dollar amounts. It's just easier to track. All right, we got a big chunk in there. Sometimes we grab a big chunk. Sometimes we grab a little chunk. Either way, we don't know what's coming next. They are 1 cent a lot machines. There are 1 cent a lot machines. There we go. You're talking about one cent slot machines? Here we are. I didn't see those in Vegas. Here's this. And here's... Whoa! Still cold. Chilly as hell, bro. Well, now I'm just feeling bad. All right. Well, building up that live custom position. That's 3 cold live customs. Shush. Jesus Christ, man. What do you think of that, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt? Let's get another card in there, shall we? None of these. Although I like the Bulbasaur. The Bulbasaur is kind of nice. 1 cent, but you got to do like 38 minutes. Oh, is it required to do 38 minutes? I'm going to put Tingle in there. And I'm not going to make him 150. I'm going to make him 100. No, I'm going to make him 125. He's still a cool card. No, I might make him 100. He's not Link. He's not Zelda. He's not Ganondorf. $100 Tingle. Now, I don't even think anybody will want this if I put this in the... I think it has to go with the other cards for it to be exciting. This needs to go up on eBay. I'll leave it at 100 on the table. How about that? How does that sound? And then let's check over here. Wait, let's check the 9s box for an expensive 9, because I don't know if we have any 9s in the box. Yeah, like, look at this. This is Vending Series Eevee. We got to check on that one, too. That one's probably... Ooh, Suicune from Diamond Pearl. That's cool, too. Ooh, that's pretty legit. That's Here Comes Team Rocket First Edition. That's pretty legit. I like that one. All right, so that's WotC Vintage Team Rocket First Edition. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're just loading up those live customs with new hits. So the box seems pretty full. I won't lie to you guys. I think the live customs might be pretty hot right now. We're going to bring back the old style live customs where it's all marked in a row. And we'll call it like the Snipe box or something like that. Here comes Team Rocket First Edition. It's going to say P9. You should keep all your poker cards for selling in Vegas. Yeah, we could do that. I might be open-minded to selling some either way, but we got to make a big move. It takes a lot to move, guys. It takes a lot. I've looked into it. We need a lot of money to be ready for this. So it's hard. When it's done, I will probably regret some of the things I sold. I'll probably be like, dang it. And then I'll be able to start settling in and building up my collection again. But for now, we're in a money-raising mode. And we got plenty of cards, so they don't have the cards. We need that Donald Trump quote when he's mad at Ukraine from a couple years ago. And he says, you don't got the cards. Nathan Gordon, 1 Chinese Gengar, 2 Gengar subs. All right, 151 Chinese Gengar, 2 Gengar subs. I think what you're trying to say is you would like 1 pack of 151 surprises. Is that right? Here it is. And then you'd like 2 spots in here to finish this off. Why Vegas? To be close to casinos. No, I actually don't gamble at all. I'm not a slot machine, poker, or blackjack guy at all. And I never will be. I don't have any addiction or any incentive to do it. It's like a closed video game that slowly drains your wallet. So actually, you could make a cheeky poke at Pokemon that is the same way. But no, but slot machines are legit. They really are just put money in, lose money. Put money in, lose money. It doesn't look that way to somebody who loves them, but that's all they are. And I don't know, maybe I would play poker though. Poker is kind of cool because poker requires a lot of skill, right? So maybe I'd gamble on poker. I think that'd be the only one. But no, the reason is we're looking for a no tax state to live in. That's the #1 reason. And I've been to them all. I've been to Florida. I didn't go to all of them. Like I didn't go to Alaska. I didn't go to New Hampshire. I also didn't go to Washington, but Washington's out. It's completely Democrat run. So I'm not expecting them to keep it low tax. So Florida, Texas, Tennessee, and Nevada. Nevada was the last one. I finally tested it. And so now I can very quickly and easily make my choice on where I want to move. And it is Nevada. And we're still kind of debating. It's 80% toward Las Vegas, 20% toward Reno. Reno's actually not out. We would still consider Reno. All right, let's get this. Come join me in Alaska. Alaska's too cold. It's cold most of the year, and you get terrible mosquitoes. All right, you ready? And it's bad for shipping. So if we had to ship everything from Alaska, it will cost us extra to do that. So it doesn't make any sense. Compare that to Nevada, that has one of the best airports in America. So it's very clever to live next to a big airport. All right, Nathan Gordon. Ba-dum. Let's go grab your bag. Yeah, Alaska was considered, but it's not a good place for transporting all these cards. And the real problem is the lifestyle it's not suitable. Here you are. Too cold. You guys get like winter for most of the year, and then you barely get a summer. You guys get sort of a summer for a little while. Apparently, you get a lot of insects. You get a lot of mosquitoes. I'm tired of mosquitoes, dude. Moving to the desert? Sheesh, 170 degrees is awful. Nope, you're actually wrong about that. When you're actually there, there's no water in Nevada. There's no lakes. There's no river. They got like Lake Mead or whatever it's called, and it's running out of water. But there's no bodies of water. There's no trees, right? And what that causes, when the sun hits those areas, there's nothing to evaporate. So there's no moisture in the air. So what happens is when you sweat, the sweat gets evaporated off your skin in seconds. And this has a cooling effect. Like when you climb out of a pool and you're all wet and you're freezing cold, well, water coming off of your body cools you down. That's why you sweat. It's a cooling system. And that cooling system is extremely effective in an area with no water in the air, because when you have high humidity, your sweat doesn't evaporate. It just sits there. So when you live in Houston, you can sweat, but it just soaks into your shirt and doesn't go anywhere. It never cools you down. So what's crazy is the 107-degree heat in Las Vegas is cooler than 98-degree heat in Missouri in July. And I experienced that firsthand this year. I was in Nevada. They had 115-degree weather, and I walked outside and I said, oh, this is way easier than I thought, because I'm in Missouri, and it's not even as bad as Dallas, by the way. Dallas is worse, but we get humid heat. I'm sitting right here by the water. Look, I got tons of water. Look at all that water out there. Can you see it? There you go. Can you see it? Look at all that water. So all day long, the sun heats that water and it evaporates like a sauna. It's like a sauna. It's like 100% humidity all day for me. And you go out there and you can't even breathe. And you sweat, and it just, you feel like you're going to have a heart attack from the heat, because you don't cool down one bit. And that's actually how it works. I've been out here in the heat a lot. So at some point, your heart starts pumping real hard, and you can feel your heartbeat in your ears and your neck. So that's what happens as you're starting to overheat outside. So I walked around in Las Vegas in the 115-degree heat, and I'm like, oh, all you got to do is, just go indoors in the air conditioning every now and then, have a bottle of water, maybe splash some water in your face, you're fine. It's actually really easy. And it was really hard out here in the humidity, because you sweat and there's just no possible way to cool down. It doesn't work. And yeah, I felt fine. So I was really impressed and surprised by dry air versus wet air. Missouri is very wet. It's very humid. And we had weather out here in Missouri, I kid you not, 98 degrees, and it said feels like 112. So I saw that. I noticed that on my computer the other day. It was during July, 98 degrees, feels like 112. There you go. So yeah, it's surprisingly very awful to live in a humid area. All right, Nathan Gordon, let's get this done. So the choice was made once I realized that the heat was not as crazy as I thought it was. Also, the other thing I learned is if you buy into the absolute highest elevations in Nevada, the heat significantly reduces. They say it goes down by like 5 degrees. I think it was down by like 10 degrees if you go to the very tippy top of the elevation. So that's what they don't explain about Nevada, is they have mountain homes. You don't think of Nevada in mountains, but they got it. You got to go all the way to the left of Nevada to get to the toward Mount Charleston, basically. They have a mountain, right? And they're building into that. They're building into the foothill areas where you're looking down and you can see everything beneath you. And when you drive all the way up there, and it's just a straight uphill, you just drive uphill for like 30 minutes. When you get to the very top, it cools off by like 10 degrees. So now you got 105 degrees, no humidity. It's literally better. it's cooler than Missouri. Like Missouri doesn't hit 105 too often, but it does actually. And I assume Dallas hits that weather too, but those places are wet and humid. So you're actually suffering. You're in hell in those places. And they have dry air out there, and you got a little pool in your backyard, I guess. You know, a little pool. Maybe they'll make that illegal at some point because they do have water crisis. Not a crisis, I shouldn't say that, but their whole Lake Mead issues got to be figured out. All right, there we go. Did anyone end up joking that gym break I sent for the tops joining? The gym break. Oh, for the tops? I believe that the latest tops break is over. So we're on round number 3 of the tops breaks. Give me a number, guys. Dry heat, everyone should know that. Yeah, it makes a significant difference. Humid heat is the worst. You will die in humid heat. It's so bad. If you have plenty of water and dry heat, you'll actually be fine. Also, just stay out of the sun. So those 2 tricks. Have water, stay out of the sun. 3, all right, 1, 2, 3, good luck. So here's this little sub list. Mr. Team Rocket Grunt, sorry. Mr. Nathan Norman, so sorry, Nathan Gordon. You got beat by the other Nathan. All right, the other Nathan's got you. That's Nathan Gordon. Nathan Gordon, all right. 7 spots left on the Team Rocket pack. No, the Team Rocket pack, I think only has 1 person in it. So I think it's got more like 10 spots left. There's a lot of spots left in that one. There's been a lot of activity on this channel. We got a lot of sales going on those vintage packs, but the Team Rocket one has largely not been filled because people are busy buying into the awesome Tops pack. The Tops pack has been super busy, but we're on a fresh pack of the Tops pack now. So if you buy in there, I think you'd be the first one in there, or maybe you'd be the second one. Congratulations, Nathan Norman. He pulls the sub list. You don't have to do the sub list at all, guys. You can just buy straight in, okay? So buying straight in is probably a good idea. It's pricey, but you get a guaranteed spot rather than the sub list, which is just a chance for a spot. This is going to say number 8. There it is. 8 spots completed. Let's go mark this breakdown. Sorry, I got kind of distracted with the good conversation. I'm very, very, very interested in this conversation because it's part of my, decision making. All right, let's go and update the Breaks History channel. So you probably hear me talk about it too much. We're going to say sublist Gengar Nathan Norman. All right, and it's going to say 38 minutes. Boom. All right. I'm lost. I don't know what to buy. Lead my way, please. Oh, all right. Well, let's talk about what there is to buy. First of all, it's ladies' night. You can buy any girl a spot in this Denji card. This is a Denji break, and girls love Denji because he's a cutie pie. So that's one thing you can buy for the ladies. If you do, I'll write down a card who bought what, okay, so that they know who bought them a nice little spot. So this is $10. Way to show some appreciation to ladies. Also, if you're a lady, this is the ladies' night giveaway provided by Oscar Resendez, and that's just for free. All you have to do is show up and be a girl, and we'll put you in here. Just, just sign in, tell me your name or something. All right, so there we go. So we got these 2 things going on today that are special. We'll put this away. The big break, the one that's moving probably the fastest, is this one right here. Pikachu Gengar is moving incredibly fast. We're starting a new sub list. One, 2, 3, 4. You can buy in here for $33, but I highly recommend people just buy a spot in the Gengar. Sublists are, especially for this one, because believe it or not, 128, despite how expensive it is, it's sort of just like, it's kind of achievable. You know what I mean? Whereas the sublist, if you miss in there, now you lost 33, and you still need 128 to get in there. So it gets really rough. So it might be better to just buy straight in if you can. So I'll set that there. So that's the sub list. I recommend having 1 spot in here at the very least. We have some nice breaks like this poker card. We have this One Piece card. We still have our gym breaks. Like here's a cute SpongeBob gym break. He's cute. Now, here we are. I think it was Ryan Trejo started this gym battle. Wasn't it Ryan Trejo? I forgot to write his name down. All right. So he started a gym battle in here because he didn't know we have a new rule that you can't start one under 40. There it is. I can start one under 40, but you guys can't. Under 40 is not allowed. It's too cheap. But there's $14 left. Spot number 2 on that gym break. But I think that's the first entry in there, isn't it? Yeah, there it is, the cheap split. So there's nobody in here yet. So when that finishes, that'll be the first out of 8 cards in there. Okay, sound good? Now we also have the trade break, and we have this gym break over here. And we have this lightning break. All right, so we got Pikachu, we got Mimikyu, we got Charmander, we got 2 vintage packs that are really nice. We got One Piece, we got Mario Ace of Spades. Okay, so those are the breaks. Our breaks are very popular. There's also check this out over here. Check this out. See the Mega Tyranitar sublist? 2 spots left. Mega Tyranitar sublist. 2 spots left. Wow, that's fantastic. All right. All right, so let me put this here. Let's see. That's the breaks. You don't have to do breaks at all. We got a lot of booster packs, in fact. So you can buy a traditional, regular booster pack if you wish to do that. And there's some new booster packs to consider. We have The Hobbit. This is $96. Really expensive. We almost sold a whole box last night. And we only have a few packs left, and then we're sold out. I think it's like 4 packs and we're sold out. We just started a fresh box of this last night. I don't think the hits come out of there. These are pricey, though. These are like 15 bucks, I think. We started a fresh box of Storm Emeralda. These are $7.50 a pack. I've got a ton of it. Okay, no shortage on this. Let's try and pull that Ray Quaza. I want a Ray. How about you guys? We have this G.I. Joe box. I forgot about this. 6 spots left in here, G.I. Joe. Okay, so you might be interested in that. And we started a brand new case of Weiss Schwarz Marvel, where there are special stamp pulls. Fresh cases are good. We have Pow World. Check this out. So Pow World. No one's opened any of these. It's like $18 a pack. It's a premium product. That's not my special high price. It's actually just really expensive. So if you want some Pow World, give that a shot. I don't know if anyone's going to open it, but we got some. People were asking if we were going to have some, and we do. What else is really interesting? Oh, here's a top seller, actually. You ready? Top seller, everybody. Crimson Invasion. So this is Sun and Moon Crimson Invasion, and we're just selling a ton of this. $32 a pack right now. Give it a try. Crimson Invasion, everybody. People are trying to pull that Gengar from Crimson Invasion after the last one, Reverse Holo 10, sold for $5,000 in auction. That was like 3 nights ago. Just sold $3,000. Ton of money there. So that's what's going on, okay? So I hope that helps you. We're also going to be pricing up some slabs, all right? All right, I keep getting emails from Degree Grading. We're doing degree grading for the first time. We're going to do a degree grading return. Next up, we have an order from Bill Barron. What? Bill Barron is back. What's up, Bill Barron? He says 2 in the Pikachu sublist, 2 spots. You got it. Bill Barron, you're the first one in here. Well, Bill, you missed the last one. And you are in the new one. Mr. How many female customers we have? You think you can pick 6 of them? Well, let's see. 6. Okay, so 6 is 1. Alexandria. Tammy, obviously. Miss Kayla's been here a lot. So there's Kayla. A Cactuar Queen. I think it's Cactuar Queen, right? So Cactuar Queen. That's 5 of them. Who am I missing? You can buy a spot for Alexis if you want. She's the one who does the shipping. Am I missing any? Yeah, Alexis could have a spot. Okay. And now we've got Ivan Rodriguez, 6, and Alexis. All right, it's too late. 2 spots have already been purchased for 6 and Alexis. All right, where's that latest night? Here it is. So the way it'll work, so they'll keep these. These will go into their bags. It kind of lets them know who bought what. And this will say 2, 6. You said 6, right? And it'll say Ivan Rodriguez. So it's just a way to be nice to Alexis. Ivan Rodriguez. That's just how it works in life, I guess, guys. It's all right. It all evens out. Like, we have wieners, right? Like, that's pretty good. we have the advantage anyways, right? I'm just kidding. It's a very interesting conversation to talk about, you know, maybe like the gender differences and how it affects behavior and stuff like that. Like, Where's the man's night and the ladies all buy us a drink? Well, it doesn't really work that way usually. All right. My heart hurts after missing the Gengar sublist with 2 spots. That's what I'm saying, man. We had a guy do that last night. He bought 3 spots and he missed. And it's just pretty painful, I guess. He then bought a full spot for 128. And my opinion is he could have saved a little money and just bought the full spot the first time. So I'm telling people that I'm saying just buy a spot. Don't risk it on the sublist. Just buy a spot. You can do the sublist if you're somebody who has to do the sublist. Some people, they're on a strict budget. $33 is all they're ever going to do because it's like, you know, it's real strict. But if you're not on a strict budget, if you just got a decent like paycheck coming in, just go buy a spot. Don't, even if it takes like 2 weeks to save up, right? Because you probably have 2 weeks. Maybe you do. I mean, look, it's already at 8. But if you got 2 weeks, maybe just save up, buy a spot. And remember, these packs can end really roughly, okay? Because only one person pulls Gengar. It's very similar, again, to buying a 151 booster box. But these booster boxes are special because there's a guaranteed Gengar and a Pikachu Gengar in one of them. And not only is it guaranteed, it's already graded. That's a lot of money. And it's already graded 10. So it got lucky and got a 10. So all those things packed into one break. Jacob Chickering says, 10 Poke Shuffles spit in... Oh, I thought he was telling me to actually spit. Spot in the top sub list. The top sub list. You're talking about the little one? Yeah, he's talking about the little one. All right, 10 Poke Shuffles. Let's get this. Here goes. I hid my chilies. I'm a female today. I'm out of the closet. Oh, Mr. Ivan, he's a real woman. Wow, you're looking so pretty today. Might I add, you're looking very beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is it okay to tell girls they're beautiful these days? Or is it like, do you get in trouble for that now? I don't know how that works anymore. All right, let's see what we got. I don't mind telling a guy he looks beautiful. I know I'm never going to get in trouble for that. Guy will be like, oh, thanks, bro. You know what I mean? But if you tell a girl, they might be like, you know what? Don't talk to me. I was getting hit on. Unwanted attention. He was so grass. Whoa, look at this double hit for Jacob Chickering. Poker Lugia. Oh, Luigi. My brain goes to Lugia. And Burnett. Okay, let's grab him. Good deal, man. You got a good deal on this round. Some people get all the luck, man. Some people get all the luck. And then he said, I looked beautiful. Shh. Yuck. All right, here we go. Very nice. My PSA submission made it to QA. Check today. Wow, somebody's getting lucky. That's the conversation these days, huh? That's how bad it's getting. So we got Luigi and Professor Burnett. Cool, man. What would you like to keep? What would you like to re-roll? You keeping both? He says keep. All right, I think we're keeping both. Clever move, you know. When you've already got a win, why risk the win? You've already got it. Might as well keep it. And you know, if you ever don't like these slabs, you can just list it from home on eBay, or you can take it to a card show and use it as a bartering piece. Right? There we go. All right. All done with this. And then he wants into this gym break, right, with Ryan Trejo. I believe it was Ryan, wasn't it? Ryan started it, and I think I had to tell him that we don't do it anymore on the little breaks. I have a few that I have to send to you for consignment because I don't know people with that kind of money. You want to send me cards for consignment? We do consignment, everybody. We are. All right, let's see. Mr. Jacob. Jacob. It's an easy way to sell. I think the advantage to using Cardconomist consignment is sometimes you want to sell a card through Slabaway, and we have Slabaway, and we're good at it. So that is one actual advantage. The other advantage would be if you were planning on spending money here anyways, on one of our breaks or something like that, you can turn some of your cards into liquid. There we go. Ready? Okay. Have you gotten that wedding Nami? We gotta get him that wedding Nami, don't you think? Good luck. The beetle versus the deer. All right, deer wins. Togekiss versus Switch. Meloetta. He doesn't even need the Switch. He wins. All right, the round is over. It goes to Jacob Chickering. He has a complete sweep on this round. Damn, Jacob, you got so lucky today, man. This guy had such a lucky day. Jesus Christ, dude. First he pulls double slabs out, worth like, so he goes in for 50. He pulls out like $130 or $140 of slabs. That's like almost triple. And then he comes in here and takes the top spot. Wait, watch this. Your top spot will turn into Charizard too, so that can still happen. All right, I'm sorry, Ryan. Ryan, you're heading more toward a break-even scenario on there. Okay, this is Ryan's card. He gets a card too. This goes to Ryan. And then this goes to Jacob Chickering. Heartburn. I get a lot of heartburn from Wegovy, man. Let me have a drink here. What's today? So Tuesday. All right. Maybe that will help. So, oh, there we go. I'm coughing now. Okay. So here's the cheap split. Thanks, mister. You had a really lucky round. I'm sorry, Team Rocket Grunt. I saw you with those live customs. You know, the live customs is pretty pumped right now. Check it out, everybody. That's live customs right now. It's a lot of slabs when you think about how expensive they are. Because those aren't cheap slabs. Those are pricey ones. All right, I just got to keep up with these orders real fast. Spot the Mega Tyranitar. So I'm going to price up some slabs the moment I have a shot at it, but we're going to keep up with the queue because the queue's moving real fast at the moment. All right, the sub list is at 9 out of 10. That's a big deal. Mr. Bill. And Team Rocket Grunt. Another spot in the Pikachu Gengar. All right, let's see if we get lucky in here. I need to get at least one spot. TRG. Yeah, for the Pikachu Gengar, I recommend at least one spot. All right, good. We're listening to Skyrim music. Okay, I see an order. We got a couple orders, so let me sort it out. I got to find out who's actually oldest. Not this guy. Let's see. That's 516, and this one was... It is Mr. Ki Hyun Ro. Mr. Ki Hyun Ro, what's up, man? 2 sublist Tyranitar. Oh! There's only one spot left. So Bill Barron managed to get in there before your order came in. So what happens now, you get one spot. Okay, so you're picking up spot number 10. And then if you wish, we can put you in the next round, or we can give you $40 of store credit if you're too impatient. So that's the new round. And if you really like the idea of the Mega Tyranitar, we can place your second spot in there. Let me know. Mega Tyranitar sublist is going off. It's a big deal, guys. This is expensive. You're looking at a $400 mega spot getting pulled here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, there we go. 10 of these. Give me credit. All right, you got it. We're going to give you credit. I'll move this out of the way. All right, everyone pulls a card. That's the rules. Everyone gets one card from their booster pack. That's what you're buying for $40. One person pulls the Psyduck, and the Psyduck can be traded in for the Mega Booster. Skyrim still holds up. The music is pretty relaxing. I can't believe we're 1 hour done. That means it's 5:21. What the hell? Crazy, dude. All right, Psyduck's going in. Good. Hi, new viewer. I enjoyed seeing your short about how your cards could buy a house. Oh, that's an old one. That's an old one. We posted that like a year or two ago. You know the irony, Mr. Written with Care? We will be buying a new house now. So we're going to be selling our current homes and moving. We're moving to a new state, a tax-free state. I'll be lurking. It's Tammy. Tammy, we need all girls to sign in. We've got a girl giveaway. So Tammy, you're signed in. Let's see. The one rule is they actually have to be here. So that is one rule. All right. So here you go. You're in, Tammy. All right. All right. Tammy, if no one else gets in here by the end of the day, you'll just be the one to pull it. So I think other people will join. It appeared just now on my For You page on Instagram, but I love seeing cool collectibles. Oh, weird. So maybe it's a different video then. Maybe Mike's side posted something that I didn't know about. All right, give me a number, guys. Yeah, our Instagram's been really busy, man. Our Instagram pulled in almost 1 million views, and then Facebook has pulled in 1.1 million views. Compare that to, like, YouTube, 250,000. Oof. Which is like half our normal amount. 5? All right, we're going with 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 2 Tyranitar Destined Rival stamps today, both PSA 10. I'm going to sell, trade 1, and keep 1. Good choice, man. That's one of my favorite cards from the recent, stamp card collection, if you want to call it that. I think I got like 15 of those. I just plan on holding. Although maybe I should sell one. I don't know. Because, again, I'm trying to save up a big money ball. We got Jeff on 1, NHCC, Team Rocket Grunt. Oh, there you go. Team Rocket Grunt. And now I don't feel bad for you. Because I was feeling bad for you earlier. That's number 3, right? Yeah, we're on 3. Don't celebrate yet. Let's get through these. Here's 4. Here's 5. 6. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now you can celebrate. You had 2 spots in there. Javier went pretty deep, man. That guy had a couple spots in there. Yeah, Javier, he had 1, 2, 3 spots in there. No, 1, 2, 3, 4 spots in there. I'm going to give Javier some second chance spots. That's too bad, man. So you had 2, he had 4. Wow. All right, but I was feeling bad for you, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt, about today and maybe last night, but it's all evened out, isn't it? I assume you do not want to keep Psyduck. I assume you'd like to trade him to me. There it is. All right. We're going to say Team Rocket Grunt on 3. Super lucky. This is what he pulled. He's trading this with the Psyduck. So it's going to say Mega Booster. Team Rocket Grunt. There it is. So see that? That's really expensive because it goes in here. It's one of these $400 Mega Booster spots. It is. Miss Alicia Brown got the last one. That's going to say 7 now. Whoa. This guy's officially further than halfway done. So there's 5 spots left on Shining Tyranitar, and that feels weirdly close, doesn't it? We started at 1 and 12, and we're all the way up to 7 now. The next spot is spot number 8. All right. I don't know if any rich guys will come in here and buy a whole spot. That has happened before. But, yeah, that's a big deal. So we have to go report this. Sublist Mega Tyranitar. Team Rocket Grunt. This occurred at 58 minutes. Is it just me or are we busy? We're kind of busy for a Tuesday. How's Tuesday busy? Tuesday's like one of the slowest days of the week. So weird. All right. Mr. Javier. He's just had a bad round there. I feel bad for him. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to give him 2 spots in the second chance giveaway. It is meaningful because this could be a $100 slab. We don't know who will get it. Somebody will get it. Anyone in there has had unfortunate luck. Mr. Team Rocket Grunt went in there, I think, just not too long ago. But that's our bounty, is only for people who have had bad luck. Not for people who have had good luck. There's bounties out there for people who have good luck. I don't like that idea. Why do they need help? It's for people who just had tough luck. Javier, TRG, Eddie Berto, Javier, Justin, Eddie Berto, Scott, Javier, Ryan, Roki Hune. So now you've seen who has had some rough luck on the table in this month. There it is. But they will have some good luck. Somebody will at the end of the month. And the month is flying, dude. It's already the 18th. Can you believe that? Now, we're not done with his order. He's got $40. All spots on the ladies' night break picked by you. So that's not possible because somebody already bought 2 spots, right? Somebody already bought 2 spots. Here it is. Ivan Rodriguez did. So let's get this set up like this. We got Ki Hyunro. And it's going to say that you have $60 left over. Ki Hyunro, you have a $60 gift card. Not gift card, store credit card. And then over here, you say pick the girls out. All right, well, if you want me to pick them out, I'll just pick girls who haven't gone in there yet. How about that? Aloha Mistress, there's a special Waifu box available since it's Ladies' Night. Even better, this is a Ladies' Night break where you don't have to buy any spots. Somebody just buys a spot for you. But yeah, I don't have a specific Waifu box, but maybe I will. Maybe if I knew what a Waifu box is like. So let's put Beatrice in there. She's here. Okay, and this is from Mr. Kihyunro. Okay, so who's in there already? 6 and Alexis, right? So let's do Tammy. Let's do Kayla. And then last but not least, let's do... Who else hangs out with us and is a girl? Who are we missing? We missing someone? Cactuar Queen, maybe? I'm trying to think. Who's hanging out with us a lot? I know Miss Alexis was in here yesterday, actually. Who are we not thinking of? Mary? Yeah, you want Mary in there? I could put Mary in there. Mary does hang out. Sarah Dusenberry, thank you. Yes, she frequents often. She is a big deal. It's hard for me to just remember names in general, so that's why I need to be reminded. All right, so Kihyunro, those 4 spots are in. That was a good one. Sarah's a big deal. She comes in a lot, and she's actually a customer and all. She really supports what we do here. She's very nice to us. So I'm happy to put her in there. All right, so we got Ivan Rodriguez, Kihyunro, and we are ready to go. Basically, this is just a gift, and we're going to draw a name at random for who gets the gift. That's it. So the name shall be drawn at random. No bonus cards are required because it's just a giveaway. It's a gift. It's a gift drawn at random. I'm a girl, says Doodle Chrissy. Are ya? Nice to meet you, Doodle Chrissy. I know there's a lot of joking going on about guys wanting to pretend to be girls. All right, give me a number. Mister should have $20 credit, not $60. I'm confused. Oh, he already had $40 because he didn't get both spots in the Tyranitar sublist. 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, here goes. It goes to 6. All right, that's Denji, and it's a gift to 6 from Ivan Rodriguez. So she's going to know that he pulled this card for her. That is so cool, actually. Wow, why didn't we do this sooner? That's so nice. You know, we do this on Valentine's Day, and Valentine's Day has always been really nice. We should have done this sooner, Ladies' Night. All right, so there it goes. Now, as for all the missed spots, we should allow these people to know about it as well. So I wonder if... Here's how I might do it. So I'm going to grab a baggie like this, okay? And I'm just going to store these in here. And actually, maybe I should inform them how much money it was, because they might not know. So if they weren't here to witness it, which is probably something that's going to happen, they should at least know. There it is. Okay, so... they know how much it was. So here's what I'll do. I'll store this in here, and when one of the girls goes shipping, I'll go ahead and grab all their cards out. That'll save me some effort of having to do that every break. You know what I mean? Like, I don't every single break, I don't want to have to hunt down 6 different bags, right? So there you go. What's happening, says Kayla. It's Ladies' Night, Kayla. Somebody bought you a $10 spot in a break. Who did Kayla? It was Mr. Kihyunro. How cute. This is our first time doing it, and I think it's been kind of funny. It's been kind of nice, actually. All right, so we're going to go over here to Breaks History. Ladies' Night, Denji. 6 pulled around this time period. All right, there we go. Damn, I just saw TRG won the Tyranitar. I know you had 4 spots in there. What I did, I went ahead and gave you 2 spots in the second chance break. Hate to see that, man. It's really rough. He also did have 2 spots in there. So you were both kind of going a little bit deep, but you were obviously deeper, but there can only be one, you know. It's rough. There it is. So you got your spots over there. Appreciate you and all your support. And Team Rocket Grunt has had some losses too. We watched him open like 9 live customs in a row that was pretty cold. It just, just the nature of it, I guess, you know. All right, we are on to the next round of the Mega Tyranitar sublist. And, yeah, look at that. Bill Barron and Ki-Hyun Rowe were jumping in there, too, at the end. We're on to the next round, and check this out. He is up to 7. Unbelievable. He's actually going to go off pretty soon, guys, because, you know, once a Mega Break reaches halfway done and he starts getting close to the end, people get real excited for it. So you start seeing more chompers going, hey, get me in there. Does anyone know if the Rocket Pack is unlimited? Yeah, it's an unlimited one. If it was first edition, it would probably be like $120 a spot or some crazy number. I don't know, maybe not that high. But this one's unlimited. And there's also this pack split for tops. Really good. It's rainbow tops. Really good pack. So it's ladies' night. If you're just here and you're a lady, you go in here. Beatrice showed up. And Kayla showed up. All right, we just got to get Mary to show up. Okay, the Mega Break been going on for a while. Yeah, it does. You know, it doesn't receive any help. It doesn't receive any star spots. So it's driven only strictly by demand. All right, I know some of you guys are waiting a while. We got to get to this next order. So next up, we got, wait. Did I take all the way care of Mr. Ki-Hyun Rowe? Yes, I did. And you know what? We need a new card for Ladies' Night, actually. So because it was pretty popular and it went off too fast. I didn't expect that. So what do ladies really like? What do ladies like? They like Waifus. They like cute Pokemon. Like freaking Eevee. Like this thing right here. No one's buying that. That thing's way too expensive. 2.4 thousand for that. Boldine's pretty cool. Ekans, Mario's kind of, I guess, I don't know. Do girls like Mario? Maybe they do. What do girls like? Can't be asking a card store owner to answer that question, you know. Saucebuck's pretty cute. It's kind of a cute one. Meowth is too expensive. I know Meowth would be a good one, but how about this Saucebuck? So we're going to go with Saucebuck because he is having flowers on his antlers. That's the reason why. All right, so what we'll do, it'll be the same concept, and I will reduce the price by 10% for Ladies' Night. That's $14. So it would go down from $150 to $135. So we'll make it $130. So I'm putting in my piece too. So I'm putting in 10%. There it is. So it's been reduced. The way it works, if you're a Waifu, you cannot buy directly into this break. The only thing you can do is buy a spot for a girl and hope that your spot wins so that it seems like you gave them a really nice thing. All right. We'll probably do this on Tuesdays. It'll be like a special Tuesday activity. And then after Tuesday is over, I'm going to put this into hibernation. So this will get put away until next Tuesday. Ixia, are you Tina Lynn? Tina Lee, I mean. Tina Lee. All right, let's see. Terry Herzig says, for Mimikyu, Gym Break. Ooh, okay. So the Mimikyu is actually a Gym Break. And that means we only need one more person after Terry has joined. And so this could end very fast. This is a very cool one. It is. I know Six is going to love that card. Yeah, and what's cool is you got it for her for 10 bucks. So that's pretty cool. All right. Now we're going to grab... Where is it? Oh, that's SpongeBob. I thought SpongeBob would be more popular. I really thought so. You know, because this isn't just a base card. See the rainbow hollow on it? That's actually a refractor. So this is SpongeBob Nose Flute Refractor. And it's like 18 bucks. So I thought that that one would be popular. But so far it is not. That's a Baby Yoda. Do girls like Baby Yoda? Okay, and oh, here it is. All right, so the Mimikyu is serious business. That's why he got chosen to be up here. So there it is. One person needed in the Mimikyu break. So much to choose from. Mister, I feel like Six is haunting the stream. She was here like 2 nights ago. She was here 2 nights ago. All right. We're going to delete this. And now we're looking for the oldest order now. We know people have been waiting a little bit for their turn. We got to get the oldest one for sure. So here's one from 534, and here's one from 516. Juan Gonzalez. Let me get a spot in the Gengar Pikachu sublist and 3 151 surprise. All right. Oh, wait, that's not it. It's this. It is. Oh, this is going off again. Okay, well, wow. That went off really fast. Which one will go off first? Gengar or Shining Tyranitar? It's a great question. You guys will want to see this. The sublist is going off again. I kind of encourage people to just buy straight into the Pikachu break. I think that's a more careful move. Okay, you ready? How do you do this? What's up, Todd Bren? Nice to see you. This is my live rip and ship. We've hosted it for 7 years. You're witnessing a break. So everyone has purchased one of my $40 custom booster packs. Each pack contains at least one card. It can contain more than that, but you get at least one card out of it. And then one of the lucky packs contains this chase card. It's my Psyduck drawing with my signature on it. And so they have a choice to keep the Psyduck or trade it for a spot in the Pikachu, which is another break. So this is like a miniature break that takes place that gives you a spot in the main break. We call it a sublist. It is. And if you want to get involved, you'll want to hit up the description of the YouTube live stream. That's where all the information is on how to pay. You can use the website to shop and pay if you wish. Some people are using the website. Some people do it the old school way. They just pay with PayPal, ZELLE, CASHAPP, VENMO. And if they want something, they go looking down the description for where it is. So there's 2 different ways to pay. You can use the website, that's the new way, or you can do it the old school way where you just send money over an app. All right, give me a number, guys. Call me cute Pokemon. Can you get this base set pack for me? Open it and see what I get. Yes. All right. The best way, of course, is to do it the old school way and pay with the ZELLE. Because ZELLE is, you get a bonus with the ZELLE. 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, there goes. So just wrapped around twice. So picking 9 is the equivalent of picking 1. So here we are. Good luck. Bill Barron on 1. There it is. Bill Barron on 1. You're in, Bill Barron. Bill. That's Bill. This is Team Rocket Grunt. And this is Juan Gonzalez. There it is. Mr. Bill. How are you today, Bill? Nice to see you again. Been a little while. So that's the end of the sublist break. It's a $33 break. Now that it's complete, I take the timestamp and go to our Breaks History channel where I record when it went off. I got some heartburn going on. This went off at 1:13. Well, hold on. Let me mute the microphone and have a little cough here. All right, we're back. We want the new live customs that we can snipe. That'll take a minute. I got to get like some empty booster packs together for that. So I want them to look distinct from the other sets. So we need, I don't know, I'm getting a call from somewhere within Missouri. I'm wondering if I should take this call. Give me 1 second, guys. It could be an important call. I'm going to mute the microphone. I'll be back. All right, there we go. My neighbor's tempted to buy my home. She was calling about it, and I just kind of pushed her off to get back to this. She's tempted in buying the little home, the rental unit. All right, let's see. Let me text her real fast. All right. Put that away. So, did I mark this already? I can't actually remember if I marked this. I think I need to mark it. Sorry, guys. That kind of cut my train of thoughts really heavy there. I really do want to see that house sell. The thing is, if she wanted to buy it, she should just buy it. But she keeps wanting to talk to me, and so I know what that means. It means she wants to do an all cash deal, or she wants to get rid of the real estate agent, or she wants me to do self-financing on it where she pays me back and, you know, we have a contract between, you know, like creative financing essentially. So that's what's going on. She wants to do some kind of creative financing on it. All right, that's Bill Barron. And let's put him in. I'm going to call Mr. Next. What? You can actually call me for $150 an hour. So if you want to call me, you can ask me any question you want, and I'll answer it completely honestly. Like, what should I buy? What are you buying? What did you last buy? What's your eBay watch list look like? And I'll answer it completely honestly. All right, so this is going over here to the Gengar. No secrets. There we go. Putting that away. You can ask me for all my tricks. Okay. Does this go up to 9? Don't do seller financing, mister, just sell it straight. Yeah, I've heard the same exact thing, because it puts a lot of risk on you, and it's like, it doesn't make sense. Like, why wouldn't she just get like a bank loan? Like, I don't want to be the bank, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to at least hear her and hear what she has to say, but it's going to be creative financing, because if she really wanted it, she would just go buy it. All right, there we go. There wouldn't have to be like some kind of conversation needed. She's my neighbor, and she already owns a home on that street that she rents on Airbnb. So she's likely looking at the home going, I can Airbnb this, and then I can own 2 homes on the same street that I run Airbnb on. And that's a great deal, because now you can have your maid service both homes. You can have your contractor who cuts the lawn, you know, take care of both homes. So it becomes very easy. So she's probably interested in that. All right, so that's up to 9 out of 36. Wow, there is real demand for this. Same with this guy. These are the 2 big ones right now. These are moving. All right. 3 151 surprise. Let's grab those and take care of it now. Mr. Juan Gonzalez, I didn't forget the rest of the order. Here it is. What are you selling it for? Well, it's a 2-bedroom, it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom for $150,000, and it gets a view of the actual lake. Downside, you have to live in Missouri. But it's a very cozy, it's a great home, a very cozy little home, perfect for Airbnb rentals. It's like basically exactly what you should buy for Airbnb rentals. If you want to live there, it's not bad either. It has a nearby grocery store, and you can actually deliver Walmart to yourself too. I did that already. I delivered some groceries to John as a gift. So I know it gets Walmart delivery. But you're living in Lake of the Ozarks, so there's less to do out here. It's kind of isolated. There's no airport. You know, those are some of the downsides. There's Juan Gonzalez. I don't recommend it unless you were already intending to move to Lake of the Ozarks to a small, cheap home. If that was already your plan, go for it. But if it wasn't your plan, I don't recommend it. I'm getting out of here. All right, we're looking for your bag. It's on the plus side, it's very cheap. So Missouri's kind of like Oklahoma that way. Oklahoma, Nebraska, Iowa. There are these states where there's nothing really big going on, no big construction, no one's rushing to get there. Is this you? Is this you, Mr. Juan Gonzalez? It says 824 on it. Is this your bag from 824? And I just kept it here the whole time? Because if it is, that's pretty wild, man. You might have an old bag from 824 right here. I can afford Mister, but my job's not in Missouri. Wow, that's really affordable. I know it's really affordable. That's why I bought it to rent it out to somebody who would do our encapsulation for us. Ooh, you got a nice little Dunsparce in here. I'm assuming this is you. It could be a different Juan Gonzalez, because there could be 2 of you. But if this is yours, I'm going to just combine it like that and then get you, well, I'll keep it in the same bag. I'll just update the date. Sounds like a great time. Yeah, it's a cozy little home. It's got an extra large bedroom. So there's one bedroom that's almost, I think it's larger than the family room. I think it was formerly a garage, and they converted it to another room. So that's my suspicion. But I can't tell, actually. And then everything about it is fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's just a little bit old, needs a little upkeep. You know, like the deck on the back of the home's a little worn out. If you chop some of the trees down, you get a perfect view of the lake. It's a second tier view. Okay, so you're on a hill and you see a bunch of lake from the hill. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys, but Lake of the Ozarks is a cheap place to live. We got our lake house, and this is like a major luxury home. Okay, this is, I looked it up. This house is 4,800 square foot, the house I'm in right now. Double lake lot, flat lawn, which is really rare out here. That was all that for $650. So there's no doubt it's cheap out here. It's very cheap. And so people are moving out there here and they're very happy with it. I went out. I have a lot of Pokemon cards and we need to be in a tax-free state. Here's Nathan Gordon. He says, 1 Chinese Gengar, 1 Gengar sublist. Okay, let me get that sublist going again. Why are we so busy right now? It's a Tuesday. Tuesdays are wild because sometimes this happens. Sometimes you get like 2 months of really slow Tuesdays, and then you just get like this bonkers crazy Tuesday. I don't know what is up with this Tuesday, but you guys have decided today's the day. All right, we're thinking of moving out of California. The Ozarks was on our list, or we may move back to Nevada. Yeah, so if you want to do Lake of the Ozarks, I know all about it. I can give you advice on it. There are some upsides. Number one upside, the houses are very cheap. That is the number one upside. Number one downside, you will run out of things to do, and you'll be like, what do you want to do, honey? Get on the lake? And you'll be like, nah, I've been on the lake like 500 times. All right, let's get this 151. That's the one thing to do out here is get on the lake. Now, they are building stuff out here. They're building, why do I feel like I did this order 14 minutes ago? Okay, I haven't done this order. It's the wording. The wording seems very familiar. Here we are. All right. They're building a new, like, Bass Pro Shop mall complex. So you can have, like, a little shopping mall with the Bass Pro Shop mixed in. So that's kind of a big development. Oh, nice. They're building an amusement park. I'm actually watching them put the roller coaster rides together. Every time we drive to go out to eat, you drive by it. It's pretty cool. But it's not like Six Flags level. It's kind of like more like, you know, something you might find out by Myrtle Beach. You know, like Myrtle Beach, you'll have like some amusement park attractions. It's kind of like one of those, but it's a nice little tight little package of those. All right, so that's Nathan Gordon. So they're building that. The amusement park's one of the largest construction projects in Missouri right now, and it looks good. It's going to have like, so it's going to have like a hotel. It's going to have an indoor-outdoor pool, and then they're going to bring in, whether Missourians like it or not, we are getting a casino. We're going to get an Indian casino, like they have in Oklahoma. The Osage Orange Tribe, they've purchased land to build a casino, and they're doing all the paperwork for it. So Lake of the Ozarks will have a casino, will have an amusement park, and it'll have a new mall strip area. That all could take like 4 years to finish building. When it's all done, it's going to be a lot cooler out here. It's going to have way more to do, but right now it's pretty boring. And I've been out here for like 5 years now, and it's still pretty boring. Here's Jacob Chickering, both spots in the SpongeBob and the Mimikyu. All right, the Mimikyu's going off. Let's go grab that Mimikyu. Sweet, the town is small, but technically a vacation spot. Because you kept saying Tuesdays are slow. I will give Mr. the time of day. I always give Mr. the time of day. Mr. Hithim's the best. He keeps us busy on some really slow days. All right, let me grab this. So Jacob Chickering and the gentleman who's already in here, which is Mr. Terry He. Terry He is still here. The Mimikyu went off right away. Lake of the Ozarks is very peaceful, almost no traffic. I never get stuck on traffic on the highway. And there is a lot of trees and a lot of water. And there are actual hills. They're pretty steep. So it's the Ozarks, right? It's not just flat, boring Missouri. It's the Ozarks. And so there's very beautiful, steep hills. And they don't feel like mountains, but they feel significant enough that you get a sense of like, you know, height and all that. So it's pretty cool. Like if I showed you right outside my window, you can actually see some of them. So it's very pretty, and it's sort of like a lake area that's developing. And there's areas like this in the country, you know, like there's one in South Carolina, there's some in Tennessee, there's some in Texas, there's some in Washington, and in Idaho's got one. So it's, you know, Lake Tahoe. So it's like one of those areas, but it's one of the cheapest ones, and it's still being developed. So if you're very patient and you don't mind the 5% state taxes, then you might actually enjoy it out here. But one of the biggest downsides, there's no card shows, there's no airport, and that could take a long time. So the closest airport's an hour-and-a-half drive. That's a big downside, especially if you get bored. All right, here goes. Oh, starting out with an energy card. That's a good thing. Oh, but you're not going to beat Mewtwo. You'd have to pull a really good card here. Oh, round 1 goes to Jacob. Round 2, we've got energy again. Oh my God, he's pulling Electivire. Oh my God, Jacob Chickering is just sweeping today. Holy cow, dude. That's Jacob Chickering. He takes the Mimikyu. Was Terry here? He watching? I don't know if Terry he saw the outcome. I wanted him to see that. By the way, it's ladies' night tonight, and we have a new mechanic. This is a ladies' night break. It's $10. A girl can buy directly into it, by the way. Boys cannot. If you're a boy, all you can do is buy a girl a spot in here. So you can say, here, buy this spot for Miss Tammy or something. Okay, so you can do that. Girls can buy directly in. Boys can't. Boys can buy girls a spot. It's just a way to be nice. Here we are. All right. Sorry, Terry. I'm out. I can't stand this anymore. Yeah, I'm here. No! How you doing on your card? Your card's not that bad. It's 3 and 2. That's not bad. That's not bad. All right. I'm sorry, man. That's pretty rough, huh? All right. I'm going to grab this and put it in Jacob Chickering's name. Yeah, you have to kind of have a stomach for risk to enjoy breaks and enjoy products that are RNG products. You know, you got to enjoy the risk. You got to be somebody who gets over the pain fast, you know. Jacob with the big sweep. Sorry about it, man. Now, he's taking a spot in the SpongeBob as well. We were just talking about how cute that SpongeBob was. Some people like it, you know. Some people like it. This is how they entertain themselves. You know, Terry He, you want a little bonus card? I'm going to give you a bonus card, okay, Terry He? All right, so I'll give you a little bonus card. Maybe you're having a bad day. See this Poker Emoga? I'm going to put this in your bag, Terry. So that's for you. If it grades 10, it's probably worth like $100. Look it up if you don't believe me, okay? And it's probably going to grade 10. That's a fresh deck. I didn't evaluate it. I didn't pick out bad ones. It's just a whole fresh deck. And it's in really great shape. So that's probably a 10. There you go. All right. Jacob says both spots. Oh, you're buying both spots in the SpongeBob. Oh, he did say that. Okay, it's all yours. SpongeBob is sold. Can we get this back out? What if Poker Suicune gets a 10? Well, that'd be a great card to have a 10 on. I'm thinking that's probably from Silver Deck. And I think that card probably goes for around $200. Yeah, that's a cool one. I've sold a couple of those. Oops. All right. Paying what's that? I'm numb. Yeah. Nothing hurts anymore. Team Rocket Grunt. It's Wade. Let me get another spot in the Gengar. This is my 3rd time going in and a live custom snipe. Good luck in there, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. Yeah, for somebody to hit the win, somebody else has to hit the loss. And that is the nature of all RNG products. Sometimes better to just go buy what you want direct. So if you like RNG products, it's because you're used to it. You know what you're getting yourself into. I had one in my bag 4 years ago. I assume it's gone. No! 4 years is a pretty long time. Nice to see you again. Oh, it's a hit! He got it. Boom, Gyarados. All right, what we got for you? Gyarados 10. You did get a snipe. See, Team Rocket Grunt, he had like a whole bunch of live custom misses earlier, but he understands overall in the long run, he's going to get something eventually. Is this new? Is this, oh no, that's a different Gyarados. Okay, we got multiple Gyarados in here then. Where is it? Gyarados, huh? Oh, okay, here you go. So there it is, Gyarados. So weird. I feel like you sold this to me. That's because you did sell it to me. And you pulled it again. What are we thinking here, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt? Oh, my legs hurt. What are we thinking here? Reroll or consignment or what? Do you happen to own Rayquaza V from Evolving Skies? The regular V, I have one graded as a CardConomist grade Should I sell some of those? Maybe I should make some of those available. Re-roll it. All right, it's a re-roll. He's going to get 3 spots. That goes back in. He goes back in for 100, but the re-roll's for 75. That's how a re-roll works, everybody. Okay. So he's taking inherently a risk. Because he could have kept the nice Gyarados. Of course, it's not a terrible idea for him, because if he sells on consignment, he's going to end up with 75 anyways. Oops, sorry about that. Let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. So he started by purchasing 1 spot in the box, and now he gets 3 spots because he got lucky. Does the luck continue? Oh, look at that. Oh! That's a double hit. All right. So he's very, very lucky. That was a worthwhile reroll. That's what he likes. I think that's what he enjoys with the... there you go. Okay. So, oh, look at that. Gengar tops. Oh, my God. That's expensive. And Flygon. Very worthwhile. All right. So check this out. He started out with $25 today. He's going to get... That was a $25 spot, right? And so now his $25 spot turns into $300 Gengar and $125 Flygon. Wow. No way, says Team Rocket. All right, so you got $300 Gengar tops, pretty solid, vintage. And then Flygon, $125. What do you want to do with these? Tim says re-roll, because Team Rocket re-rolls everything. All right. What are we thinking here? You tell me. I'm going to look at the next order. What time is it? 5:59. We still got some time left together. We got to take care of Tina. Keep Gengar. Reroll the weak Flygon. All right. So this is yours. Look at that. Okay. What is this? Is this the thing I was printing a label for? Oh, I already printed the label. Good. So Gengar's gone. Now the Flygon, he gets re-rolled for 100. So the funny part is, after pulling the Gengar Flygon, he actually gets 4 more spots. That's how good his round was. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Re-roll is basically me purchasing the card back for him, from him, and just putting it back in the box immediately. This is kind of like those mystery packs that they have online, but it's all mechanically done. So I do it by hand, and you can see the odds in real time. You can see the packs going into the box or the slabs. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's see if your luck goes up even further. 1. Oh, okay, is 2. That's good to start out with a hit. 3, 4. Okay, just 1 hit. Let's see what it is. Most things in the box are at least 100, so this is a good situation. Oh, he pulls Aries and Mars chase card. Wow, this is the big jackpot for you tonight. Now, Aries and Mars was traded out of the box, but what you actually are going to walk away with, if you want to, is this giant silver coin. Wow, so he is now up to $650 of value. Actually, it's more like $700 if he keeps the coin, okay? So you can re-roll this for $300 if you wish, or you can keep it, or you can keep the silver coin. It really is worth $400 if you don't believe it. I actually just sold one for $400, so I can show you from my own sold this just a couple days ago, like a week ago. Let me see. Oops, we're going to orders. Now, the Aries and Mars wasn't there. Look, see, right here. What'd I tell you? We sold it for $395. So the Aries and Mars was in the box, but Mr. Ki-Hyun Roh, he bought it out of the box, and I allowed him to do that. He could consign it. It's wigged. So it's wigged in your favor. So you just got, so far, $700 out of a $25 roll. What would you like to do here? You got to make a choice. You can re-roll it for $300, or you can keep it for $400. What are you thinking? That's a sign to save my money, says Javier. Well, we'll be putting some new chase cards in those live customs, but, you know, it's always just luck. Yeah, you can consider the box colder now for sure. Yeah. I think that doesn't stop you from being able to pull another good card. There's that many cards in the box. This says MS70. Well, this says MS60. Oh, you're saying the one on the screen said MS70? No, it doesn't. It says MS69. And this one says MS69. Let's see. I'll keep the coin. I'm sending for shipping. Oh, good for you. So you don't get tempted to resell it, right? That's good for you, man. All right. Yeah, you got to take it home and put it in a vault or something so you don't re-roll it. All right, that's a really big round. Congratulations. We need a new hit item in that box. 2 hit items, really. The Gengar was a half hit, by the way. And I'll show you guys what's still in the box, okay? So it's like I was saying, like, okay, you're not going to pull that coin. But for all you know, the cold spots for that coin had been pulled out of there over time. So we got a Flygon in here. Here's Gyarados. Here comes Team Rocket's 200. Psyduck for 125. Unknown, Reverse Hollow. Gengar, Gyarados 10. Charizard 10. These are all the cards you can pull out of there. Noctowl 10. Hitmonlee 10. Alakazam Altart 10. Deoxys 9. Here's a Dark Electrode. Here's Hawlucha. Here's Meltan. Here's Dawn. Victini 10. Charizard 8. We got Zapdos. Here, let's zoom out. We got Mewtwo 10. Salamence 10. We got Arbok Vintage 10. That's pretty cool. Grimmsnarl 10. Raikou 10. Sandslash 10. Geodude Pristine 10. Tentacruel 10. Victini 10 for 150. There's Eevee. There's Raikou. Here's Oshawott. Here's Squirtle. Here's a really nice one. Rockets Moltres. Here's Dark Gyarados. And here's Dugong. So it looks like we'll probably pick out a new $400 slab and put it in there. It is. And you never know. You can get lucky. There's still a lot of other good slabs in there to pull for like 25 bucks if you get lucky on a $25 roll. You could also go into the Poke Shuffles, the Waifu Shuffles, the PokeBruhs, Table Breaks. So we got all of them. Whoa, I almost hit the end button. That's not the right button. So many awesome pulls. Yeah, so there's a lot of pulls in the actual box. Why don't we pick a quick $400 slab and place it up there? Something cute, huh? These are the pricey slabs. These are all ready for slab away, by the way. 600, that's too much. Maybe I can find a new slab that we haven't priced up before. All right, this round was no good. Oh, I'm having a heartburn. It's terrible. I hate that I get heartburn now. Here, let me put this here. We'll pick a nice slab. Don't let me rush it because I don't want it to be rushed. I want to pick a real nice one. All right. Who's got the oldest order? That's the next question. So we have Tina at 540, and then we have a Ki-Hyun Row order, and he ordered at, it doesn't say. Let me click on the actual order. The coin was an FS69 Queen's Beast, but the energy card said MS70. Oh yeah, it was swapped out. That's what happened. So it was originally Ares Mars, but the Ares Mars actually got sold. And then what we did was we swapped an equivalent value coin in its place. That's what happened. That's why. Yeah, my bad. I didn't understand your question at first. All right. So this one was at 49. Okay, so the older order is Miss Tina. You ready, Tina? So Tina, 10 of the Japanese One Piece OP10s. Now, is it Miss Tina? Is that right? I don't imagine it's Mr. Tina. But I think we talked about it one time, and I think you said it was a Mr. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There it goes. All right. Ready? Here goes. All right. And we'll grab this. Snip this. Hey man, it's Justin K. I sent an email, but I saw the 3 other slabs of mine were showed last time to ship in my order. Did you ship my slabs already? Yes, so we shipped all those slabs shown in the stream the other day. Let me grab this. All right, you ready? So here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. Now, if you contact me via the website, that doesn't actually go to me. That goes to my wife. If you need to reach out to me for anything at all, feel free to reach out at TheCardconomist@gmail.com. So she's the administrator for the website. She probably doesn't check those emails. TheCardconomist@gmail.com. Here it is. All right. Here it is. What we got? Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. And here's an SR. All right. We got the SR. And here's some more hollows. 3 other slabs of mine weren't shown last time. Let's check my order. If that's the case, we'll have to do a very big investigation on that. We'll need to know when those slabs were pulled, what they were, what shipping they were associated with. So we need to know what time period they're associated with. And then we need to see if you had a box delivered to you at that time. So we'll do an investigation into that. To get that started, because I don't know if I would have missed any other slabs in that JU box, but we can look again down there. Did you go by any other nicknames? Look at that, nice pull. All right, Tina. Tina, I thought you were a guy. Here we are. Let's see. Grabbing this. Putting this in here. All right. Thank you so much for that. And now we have an order for Juan Gonzalez. And he says, another spot in the Gengar I'm sad that I missed. Here it is. You might miss this time too. It can happen. All right, there it is. I'll trade you the top Spearow for a spot in the Tyranitar. I apologize, but I probably would not take that trade. Here it is. Right now, I would take cash for the Tyranitar because I got to move. Here we are. Now, let's see what we got. I'm not trying to buy too many new slabs right now. Let's see. We're in a new time period together. We're in the get moved time period. Okay, that says 609 on it. And so the oldest order should be Kihyun Row over here. Ready, Mr. Kihyun Row? Sending another order. Oops, Nightbot just hit somebody's messages. Let's see. Lord of the Rings slab and Teleon and Froakie. Nice. Tell you what, reach out to me on here. It sounds like you've kind of got it figured out. You got the timestamp too. All right, so reach out here and tell me about it, okay? We'll do a little investigation into that. All right, 2 spots for Team Rocket Pack. 1 for me, 1 for Nicholas. Wow, that's kind of crazy. You make me really nervous because it's too much generosity, actually. And that is not a normal behavior to give this much away. All right, here you go, Nicholas. Pacheco. There you go. You might just be an unusual guy, but yeah, most people don't give this much away. Let's go grab the expensive split. Makes my spider senses start tingling. All right. Good. Nightbot, chill. Let me jump over here. Is this a no simp zone? No, you can simp. Let's see. I don't mind sharing. All right, so I'm gonna jump over here. Let's see. Give me a second. It's Temlet. What's up, Temlet? I feel like I haven't seen you since like 2 months ago. How's it going, man? All right. Excuse me. All right. So I'm saying all right a lot. I'm just doing some work here. Now, let's go back to that order. So 2 spots, 1 for me, 1 for Nicholas. All right, I've set that up. And now, what do we have next? We have an order from Mr. Asmer. He says 2 OP10s. You got it. Oh, the box is empty. Let me go get a fresh box. Got married, and now I'm expecting my first child. Whoa, you did a lot. Now, was it in that order? Was it actually in that order? Or was this a shotgun wedding? Ooh. It is. I'm just teasing. You got married, bro? Lame. The old ball and chain, huh? You're so pussy whipped. Are you ready? Here's Mr. Asmer. All right. Here we go. Here's a hollow, and here's a hollow. Ooh, I think you're missing one of my orders. Oh, all right. We're going to go back and investigate that. My bad, dude. I did not think that you maybe ordered more than one time. So you maybe did do that, and I'm going to go look because I haven't checked. All right. Here we go. All right. Thank you, Mr. Asmer. I appreciate it. Offer received. I'm just going to back out of that. I didn't even know that that was set up to receive an offer. Oh, I see. Okay, I confused your order with a much older order. So your first order is actually 2 Weiss Marvel boxes, 1 for me, 1 for Kat using credit, but open it when she is here, if that is okay. Is Miss Kayla here? And then we also have a Nicholas Pacheco order. He's been waiting a while. He wants a spot in the Rocket Pack Gym Break. Oh, he wants to begin a Rocket Pack Gym Break. Okay, you can do that. It's a bigger one, so. Okay, Nicholas Pacheco. Bro, who is simping this hard? There we are. Good. And a Topps pack spot. So you just like to buy directly into the Topps pack. It makes me a little nervous when someone's extremely generous because it's not a common buyer behavior. Here it is. And it can be associated with extreme buyer regret at some point, stuff like that. There we go. So it makes me nervous because I've done this long enough. All right, let's see. So that's done. We took care of Nicholas Pacheco, and because he actually had an older order that had been missed. And now Mr. Ki-Hyun Rowe, 2 Weiss Marvel boxes, 1 for me, 1 for Kat. So I'm going to go grab another Weiss Marvel box. All right. Do you ship to the UK? Absolutely, 100%. Give me a second here. I hope you pull a stamp. Where can I find a list of the slabs you're selling before Vegas? Just eBay? No, eBay's no good. eBay only has a couple slabs up on it. You got to get into our Discord server because we sell so many more slabs in there. Where's the Discord? Ah, here it is. There it is. I'm still blown away. PlayStation has made me a rich man. All right. Give me a second. All right. So those prices are going up, and people think PlayStation 3 is retro, which is crazy. Discord shows a lot of slabs. Ready? Now, this time, I'm going to write Miss Cat on this. There it goes. Okay. And let's get this open. Key Hyun Row, 1 box of Marvel. Good luck in there. Perfect, thanks. Yeah, we got some channels called like Pricey Slabs, Tens, the new Tens channel, the Nines channel. So that's a good way to get a glimpse into what we got. And those prices are constantly getting updated. So like they get old like within 1 month and then they have to be reset. I was supposed to price up some new slabs today because I thought Tuesday was going to be slow, which normally it is. But this Tuesday has been not slow, not even a little bit. This has been a freaking busy as hell Tuesday. All right. There we go. All right. So, Mr. Musabot, compared to money I lost on Mystery Slab online, it's really not bothers me at all. No problem, man. Let's get this open. Mr. Musabot the Generous. Here's a Captain America. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. All right. And here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. Aha, here is Captain Eyeball. All right, here's Loki. Have you seen the lady that killed her 3 kids and women supporting her? Oh my God, I know what you're talking about. A mom recently like killed her 3 children and people are blaming the husband. They're saying, oh, well, what did he do? As if they can't believe that a woman would just kill her children maybe, but actually, you know, women can do bad things too. I don't know, like just like, you know, there are guys who are, you know, they mess with underage kids, right? Well, women do that, but they do it in public schools. And men commit murders, women commit like whatever they call it, family side or something, you know, Wolverine. But it does happen. It's, you know, it's a bad situation. Maybe the husband was a jerk, but you know, how does somebody being a jerk to you make you kill your own kids? Like, come on, dude. You know? It's like blaming video games for gun shootings. It's like, probably not, dude. Probably just somebody who's deranged. Anyways, you know, I complain about my parents, and I can tell you they didn't drown us in the bathtub, so they weren't that bad. Just remind you. I hate when women empower each other when the reason is so stupid, says Athim. She failed at killing herself. Oh, she tried to kill herself, but chickened out. That sucks. Now we have to pay millions of dollars to keep her alive in jail. Probably going to pay about $2 million of our taxpayer monies to keep her alive. She should be treated as a criminal for murder and put to death like they would have done just about 100 years ago. About 100 years ago, she would have been hung, and then we wouldn't have to pay $1 million to take care of her. Actually, I got you a better one. She should be organ harvested, and then her organs should be used to save a good, normal person. So somebody who hasn't murdered anybody, and they're just a net tax gain to society, should receive a liver, lungs, heart, intestines, whatever it is they need. And then that's even more efficient than putting a person to death. They should be organ harvested immediately. Give me them giblets. All right, so that's for, is that too extreme? Let's grab Mr. Roki Hune. How do you guys like that take? Is that fun? Welcome to Ladies' Night. It's me, the psychopath. All right, we'll put this in here. No, but seriously, I hate that we waste so much money on the criminal system. It's so dumb, dude. All right, one whole box for Miss Cat. People think she's cute for an older MILF. What? Well, that's like that Chris Watts guy. We keep him alive, too. Chris Watts. He's got 2 beautiful daughters. He's got a pregnant wife. They probably don't like each other. They were a bad match, probably. And then he's off with this hot little thing, right? He's off on this little date. He's cheating. She's out of town working. He's out with his new girlfriend. Wife comes home, strangles her to death, kills the daughters. The wife is pregnant, so he's really killed 3 daughters. Maybe a son, I don't know. But he's killed his 3 children, buried them, stuck one of them in like an oil tanker. Sorry, guys, this is a true crime stream now. We do that. This is a true crime stream now. But so this guy's going to jail for life. What? He's got perfectly yummy organs we can harvest. What are we doing with ourselves? We're going to spend $2 million keeping this guy, one of the most horrendous humans on earth, alive. Because he got selfish in a relationship and decided to kill a bunch of people. Instead of getting those perfectly good organs out of him. Come on, he's got some nice organs. We can take care of some poor dad who's got like heart disease or something. We give him a fresh heart. We got some guy, he vaped too many times. He needs a new vape. Some other guy drank too much. He needs a new liver. But these are normal guys who don't murder anybody. So they need those organs. Give me some of them good little organs, man. Sounds like Chris Watts is going to do something good for society after all. We just need a couple of his body parts for that. Yeah, I don't get it. We're going to spend $2 million on that. Even wasting those $2 million on Chris Watts, that $2 million could have just gone to a poor family that's struggling. Think about it. Think about it. I already thought about it. I thought about it and I already made the decision for you, all right? Vote for me, CARDconomist, to be new dictator, and we're going to get a better running society. It's going to be more efficient. We're not going to waste any more money on Chris Watts or this lady who drowned her kids or whatever she did. We're not going to waste any more money on these guys. We're going to get done what has to be done. It requires strong leadership. All right. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to sell you Pokemon cards and talk like a madman. All right, you ready? Yells to Cloud taxpayers. Think it's 40. How much for Jump Pack Break Spot? Jumbo. She looks scary. TCC, I see the starter trio Lego set for sale on Discord. What price available? I would like to sell that one for $525. How does that sound? Here it is. Yeah, that's a good one. The Lego Trios sitting in its shipping box right now. So the moment you're done paying it, I slap some tape on it and it's out the door. That easy. We got, whoa, this guy. You're the best, mister. Vote for me, dictator. I'll fix it. I'll be the best dictator you guys ever had. You need, sometimes a good dictator is better than a bad democracy sometimes. And I know that sounds crazy, but it is true, actually. You just got to get the dictator that shares all of your beliefs. There you go. See, right? That's why people end up going toward authoritarianism. They go, well, democracy's not really giving me what I want. So I kind of just want to throw the system out. If we could just do some authoritarianism. Oh, there you go. Fantastic 4 stamp popping out. That's a gift from Musubat to Miss Kayla. Wow, that's a hit. Fantastic 4 is kind of relevant right now because that one guy is in the trailer for the new Doctor Doom, I'd say. Okay, you got a little Spider-Man. The people in her trial look over 70 years old. Yeah, it's a sad thing. I mean, I'm sure she lost her marbles and maybe her husband was a jerk. Maybe he wasn't a good husband. That doesn't mean you get to murder anybody. You know what I mean? Like this, that's like socioeconomic factors being used as an excuse. Well, they're poor, so they get to murder people. That's not how it works. I was poor. I didn't steal. I didn't murder anybody. Do I get like a bonus for not doing those things? Because apparently it's an excuse to do those things. So what if you don't do it? Do you get like a bonus? Where's my bonus? I want my bonus. I didn't murder anybody. I didn't steal anything. I was just a good boy. All right, you ready? Different marker. From Musubat. All right, very nice. Not much of a Marvel fan. What I want is Rayquaza V. You like Rayquaza V? I do have one graded in a TCC holder. I keep it for myself so that nobody reholders it with like PSA or anything like that. But I could be tempted to sell it because I got to move. All right, for Miss Kayla. How sweet. Kayla, what did we do with you? You got your box up here. Give me some of them yummy organs. I gotta get some of them yummy organs. Let me think. Save $2 million. Gather some yummy organs. Sounds like a win-win. Some of those delicious organs. All right, that's all done. Who's oldest now? Who's got the oldest order? Here's Nicholas Williams. He says 1 rocket break, 1 Pikachu break. 1 Pikachu break. Do you mean 1? No, wait. 1 rocket break. Oh, I see. You want into the gym break. Got it. All right, hold on. And then you want a spot in the sub list. Is that right? Let's try and figure this out. So you sent 63. The rocket break is 31, which means you have $32 left over. What's that for? You need 33 for this thing. This thing is 33, not 32. See that? If I had an OP15, is something good, Finna? Mister, I had an OP15 box too, in case you missed it. Did you really? Hold on, we might not be done with this order. It was really that large? Hold on, let me see. Oh, I see. So your message about the Marvel boxes threw me off. He also had an OP15 order. I'm going to take care of him first. He's waited the longest. Let me go grab it. I'm finna open this for you. And you're going to pull Wedding Nami, okay? Wedding Nami. Boom. All right. Wedding Nami comes out of here if you're lucky. By the way, did you catch we got these one-piece OP15 or OP5s on the menu now? Did you catch that? Look at this. OP5, I think it's like $55 a pack. It's a big deal. So that's available now. Why? Because we're moving. It wasn't available before. That was an investment hold. But we're moving now, so those are for sale. All right, here we go. I really didn't get a chance to price those slabs today like I thought I was going to. We might have to do that tonight. All right. Ivan, you must have one of the largest slab collections ever at this point. You can really buy a lot of 9s, you know. That's one of the benefits of buying 9s. They're so much more affordable. All right. You got to be careful, though. If you ever need cash, you got to be able to sell some of them, too, okay? All right, Ki-Hyun Row. Here's a holo. Here's this Rainbow SR. Boop. I asked me to put the Gengar into consignment if you want to snipe it, Ivan. Here's a holo. Here's a holo. Here's a holo. Are you going to list all the English One Piece that you have left? I think it's basically up there. I don't know if there's a lot of other ones, but, you know, the OP5 was kind of a holdout. I wasn't trying to sell it. I was trying to hold it as an investment. And now that we're going to move, he is for sale. Only a couple items won't be for sale. Some of my favorite personal collector items. Any investment product will be for sale instead of acting as an investment anymore. And that's because again, we got to raise about 400,000. That's the other thing. When we hit 400,000, it will swap as well. We won't be doing that anymore. So around 400K, we won't be doing any more special sales. It'll just slow down again. All right. Here's this guy. Here's this guy. Here's a holo and Luffy. Here's Luffy. Wow, that card looks cool. What is this? Is that also Luffy? Why is he blonde? That's not Luffy. Who is that? Is that Sabo? No, I can't tell who it is. All right. He's got that X on his chest. There we go. All right, there you go. Not a wedding Nami, but you did pull an alt art, so that was cool. All right, one whole box of OP15. Sorry about that, Mr. Mooserbot. You had a couple order pieces that we had missed there. Let's grab you a fresh bag for this. Your other bag's getting pretty full. Sabos. That is Sabo. Okay, that's why I thought, because he was blonde. I didn't know he had the little X on his chest. Okay, we're going to say Uru Ki Hyun. Good. Best Sabo who was disguised as Luffy, who already disguised as Nami. Next box. So there we go. That order is completely done. Back to Nicholas Williams. He bought one Rocket Break and one Pikachu Break. All right, explain the Pikachu Break to me, will you, Mr. William? Mr. Nicholas Williams. Let's see. Our Rocket Break. You're the dude playing the dude disguised as another dude. That would be it. That would be why it confused me so much. Because he looked like Luffy. Ow. The hell? Okay. We need two names. Nicholas Pacheco. And we need Nicholas Williams. Two Nicholases. Kind of confusing. There it goes. Oh, you guys have cards that are both broken even. So one of you guys is going to walk out with the win and the other with the loss. All right, Nicholas Williams. Here goes the Rocket Split. If you guys want to do something nice for the ladies tonight, you can buy them a $10 spot in this Sawsbuck break. It's already been reduced to $130. It used to be $150. And if you do that, on the card, I'll write your name down so they know who it came from. So this is ladies' night. It's the first time ever doing it. We might do it every Tuesday. And that break right there is the ladies' night break. It's specific just to tonight. You have more time to jump into that later tonight when we host our second stream. Jolteon versus the Beetle. Why does the Beetle keep getting pulled? Jesus, dude. Round one, Mr. Pacheco. It's not a very large deck. That's why. Swap. Wow, that was a clean sweep. Look at that. All right, Nicholas Pacheco it is. Sorry, Mr. Williams. I think he wants into the Gengar break. He is the Gengar Pikachu break. He is $1 short. I might just let him in anyways, but here we are. Here we are. All right. Let's give him that $1. So this is yours now, Nicholas Williams. This is what you pulled out of the break. You do get a card in every gym break. Nicholas Pacheco, you get a spot. You get this Rocket card, basically. All right. The expensive booster is moving a little bit now. Let's take a look at it. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 people in there, okay? Team Rocket always sells. Did we use the store credit, Kihunro? I think you said you did, right? Here's Bulbasaur. Here's Simba. Here's Goldeen. I'll go back and read your messages just to make sure. Using my credit. Ah, yes. Okay, so let me toss that away. Good. That's done. I used it. Thank you very much. Let's jump back over here. Why is it so freaking busy today? This is like the busiest Tuesday ever. All right, so Nathan Gordon is next, and he says same thing as last time. A 151 surprise and a spot in the Gengar sublist. Here it is. Okay. Hey, what's up, Flips? How's it going, man? Here's Kingler. All right, we got a nice Kingler for Mr. Nathan. Wow, Kingler. That's crab legs, baby. You guys like crab legs? How many, I gotta ask you guys a question. How many of you guys have never eaten crab legs? All right, so this is your other thing. You wanted a spot in here. So you're effectively taking 2 spots in here, okay? Oh, Nathan Gordon. I'll put you down as NG, okay? So, now we need this again. That's 3, count them, sublists going off in one stream. The Gengar Pikachu is Definitely one of the most hyped breaks right now. One of the busiest breaks. Crab legs might be my favorite meal. Yeah, I'm a big fan. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. All right, everybody pulls one card, but only one person pulls the Psyduck. Had him once, hated him, but I'm just not a seafood guy, admittedly. Here we are. Very good. I could eat nothing but seafood. You know what it is about seafood I really like? I like the stink. I like the rotting flesh smell. Oh, baby. Give me some of that rotting, stinky smell. So good. All right, give me a number. Let me know one that Rayquaza or the tag team birds. I used it, mister. All right, so you want to know about the birds, huh? I might have a birds to sell you since we're trying to sell stuff now. Let me see. There we go. 1, 2, 3. And here goes. So it was Shahir, pick the number. Boom. Nathan Gordon on 1. Team Rocket Grunt. Juan Gonzalez and Nathan Gordon. Sorry, Mr. Gonzalez. So this is going to go over to Nathan Gordon. All right, these are your cards. By the way, Nathan Gordon, you are allowed to choose the Psyduck. I don't know if you've thought about it, but if you ever want this Psyduck, you could keep him for 33 bucks. Some people actually do that. Okay, this guy goes back in here. Oh, hell nah. No seafood. There it is. Give me that good stink. There it is. Okay. There it is. There it goes. The stinkier, the better, man. That's what I always say with it. We need to start a new sub list, and also we need to mark that this one ended. This occurred at the 2-hour and 12-minute mark. All right, so I'm just going to keep going because there's plenty of people in the queue, so it's officially a busy day, so I'm just going to keep it going, all right? Once again, I do recommend people just buy a spot in the actual Gengar instead of taking a shot at the sub list because it's just a better method of doing it. You know, you just buy directly in instead of taking a 1 in 4 odds. He's up to 10 out of 36. That's crazy. Yeah, he's going real fast. Huge attention on that one. Okay, so we're done with Nathan Gordon. We have Team Rocket Grunt. Can you place the Gengar into consignment? If it doesn't sell by Friday, can you ship on my consignment slabs when Alexis shows up? And another Wigged Live custom and shipping to my address. All right, so you're saying you want this on consignment, but if it doesn't sell by Friday, please ship it. You better remind me. You better remind me, because that sounds to me like I'm going to definitely forget, okay? So you better remind me. All right. Clear that. You know, you could just wait till Friday to order the shipping. You sure you don't want to just wait till Friday? I'll print the label. Okay, let's print the label. Let's, how heavy should it be? I don't know how heavy it should be. Let's make it a 12-ounce label. And I'm going to grab your bag now. So you're going to have to ship your bag, too. Here it is, the Team Rocket Grunt bag. We're waiting for price to show up. Team Rocket Grunt's feeling pretty good about that round. That would be smart. Let me make sure this matches. Oh, you got a different address, too. Oh, my gosh. All right, give me a second. He's got a different address. Hold on. No, you don't. No, it's the same address. Okay, just look different because you typed it out, and I read the wrong portion of it. No, it's the same address. All right, we'll wait for that address to calculate a price for the label. I don't know why it takes so long sometimes. Sometimes it takes really long. I don't know what the deal is with that. And then let's move down here. Oh, you're owed 1 live custom, right? So let's see if you snipe. 1 live. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's see if we get a snipe here. 1 cold one. That's too bad. All right, putting that over here. We gotta get a new card up in that live custom, huh? What do you guys think? What should be the new card? Maybe something from over here? Ooh, Lily would be cool. Snorlax isn't bad. Yeah, Snorlax. Slowking for 200. Slowking's pretty nice. I'm trying to get a $400 card in there. Here is Nick Meyer, Slab Away Dark Energy. Okay, help me out here. Dark Energy. Then maybe that's in the Pricey Slabs channel. Let me go look in there. Slab Away? Pricey Slabs. Now, when did this channel last get worked on? So this channel last got worked on at the beginning of July. So we're probably going to do a quick price check on it. Make sure that the price on it hasn't significantly shifted. But we're going to go find what you're talking about. Dark Energy, you say, huh? You don't mean Team Rocket Energy, do you? You're talking about the Team Rocket Energy? You might mean Team Rocket Energy. He has to mean Team Rocket Energy. Is that what you want? Mr. Nick Meyer, help me out, okay? What else could he be referring to? There it is. That's Rocket's Pokeball. What am I talking about? No. That's not right. Dark Energy. Maybe it's posted in the tens, the regular tens channel. Let me go in there. I'm going to look in the regular tens channel, guys. I'll be right back. Trying to figure out what card it is he wants. All right, Dark Energy. Where's this located? Where did you find it? I'm looking. Sorry, mister. Yeah, where's it? Oh, maybe he already has it in Slab Away. I didn't even think of that. Wait, does he already have it in Slab Away? So this was from Nick Myers. Maybe it's something already in Slab Away. Oh, he already has it. Late. Black Metal Energy Reverse. Rocket Returns. It says May 26. Ooh, this is very important. So let's take a look. How are we doing on that one? Slab Away. So we're real strict about this stuff now. It says anything from May must be half paid. That's for August. Okay, looks like you're going to be fine. I'm going to go update it for you. You're going to be all right. So this is going to go to 810. And I think that brings it down to halfway paid. So you're good on that, okay? I'm going to remove the late remark on it. You're all caught up. All right, be sure to have it done by the next 3 months, okay? You don't want to run out of time on it, okay? Very nice. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate it. Oh, I just got a text. Is this from the neighbor who wants to buy the house? Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna go put this back here. There we go. So Gregory, 3 Storm Emeralda, would you kindly pull me a gold Ray Ray? All right, you got it. 1, 2, 3. All right. And I'm going to snip it here. Okay. This is going to be a cold one. An Altaria. Ooh, Altaria. And Giratina. There it is, Mr. Gregory. Thank you very much, man. Let's go grab your bag. Let's see. Grab this. Very nice. I'm gonna go answer this text. Oops, I said this backward. All right, there we go. Okay. Perfect. All right. I got this person texting me about the house at the same time, and I sure would like to sell that house. That would make me feel pretty good if that sold. Jacob Chickering says 10 junk packs and shipping. All right, the junk packs. You guys know about the junk packs? You might know about them. These are our junk packs. I get a lot of cards that I don't want to mess with, and I call them junk. And then what I do is I put them in here and sell them for $3 a pack. Let's show off what he got. So we got 1, 2, 3. No matter what you get, you're not allowed to complain because they're literally called junk packs. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you like them, they're $3 each. We run out of them all the time. Another custom product that we sell, which focuses more on like hits, is called the PokeBruhs. PokeBruhs may actually get you some gradable 10s in there. Obviously, there's no promise of that. I mean, even when you open regular product, you don't get 10s. So there you go. Those are PokeBruhs. Those are $25, and they focus on actual, like, Pokemon card. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can actually pull something out of there. Ready? All right, Jacob. So you got some girl cards here. Here's some Hello Kitties. Here's what appears to be 2 Metazoos. You got some giant boobed women. Here's some Yu-Gi-Oh hollows. Here's some OP7 hollows. Cool. We have a lot of One Piece hollows that we built over time, and so those go in here pretty much all the time. I don't know what that is, man. Some Star Wars, some Fortnite, some of The Simpsons. That's nice. It's a little. That's a little V leafy on. Here's some grill bulk. Okay. Good night, chat. Have a nice night. Akatsuki Cloud9. Here's some Disney. Here's some vintage sticker Pokemon cards. Here's a nice hot. Wow, this is kind of nice. This is actually from Final Fantasy Opus 1. That's the oldest box you can get. Wow. I guess that slipped in, huh? That's kind of cool. Here's Utopic Sage. We got Obi-Wan Kenobi. Here's Playboy. Here's Cincinnati Bengals. Very nice. All right. Wait, where'd I put my baggie? Where's my baggie of baggies? Here it is. Okay. Good. Here's Luca Monsters Dory. Here's Hypno. Here's Pidgey. Here's Star U. Here's Celeste. Here's Cyan. Here's Thief. We got these lovely Star Wars cards again. We got some more Playboy cards. No nudity in those. Here's LaMelo Ball rookies. What the hell? Where did these even come from? All right, we got some LaMelo Ball rookies in there. Any sport cards I run across, I just get rid of. So they go into the junk packs too. It's me, Nick Mayer, for future reference, mister. I appreciate that hustle and opportunity. No problem, man. Yeah, good deal on that card. I think it's probably underpriced, don't you? 1.6. It's probably more like a $3,000 or $2,000 card now. Here's Glaceon. Here's Sylveon. We got a poker card. Now, look at these. That's awesome. These are Karuta cards, and they're, like, perfect. You are? I think I just had some of those, and I didn't feel like grading them, and I said, put them in the junk packs. Some more of these vintage stickers. Here's some yellow bulk. Here's some hollows. So that's like a Pokemon. That's a Pokemon round for sure, you know. It is. Looks like I made some specific Pokemon pulls in there. Put these in some sleeves here. Now we talking, says Jacob. It's on all kinds of mixes of things. Here we are. All right. Okay. I don't really control what it is. It's just I got like these boxes of junk and then stuff starts going in there. Here's Chibi Wahila. But remember, these were only $3. The question is, do you get $3 of stuff? Okay, here are these guys. I wish I could just pay it off, but life. Yeah, for sure, man. All right, here's some of these. We got Magmar, Magikarp, Parasect. We got some more of these Final Fantasy holos. You know, just one holo comes out of a whole booster pack. Isn't that interesting? Okay, some of these. Some more of these Star Wars. Some more Playboys. Here's Joe Burrow Premier Draft. And Deja Vu LaMelo Ball. That's so crazy. All right. I don't even remember when I put these in here, you know. I don't remember. I must have been going so fast at the time. Lelouch, Dan, 2 Metazoos, some One Piece from, what One Piece set is this? PRB2? Look at that card. Holy butt. All right. Okay. And now one more of these. How about a junk pack full of cards? Guy cards. That'd be funny. All right. Here's some Trevenant. I don't know what's considered a sexy guy these days. Wow, dude, these are so good. I can't believe you got 3 of these per pack. They're like perfect. They got like no markings on them or anything. All right, there you go. CGC grades those, by the way. Some more of these. And you got some yellow border cards, okay. Put these in a little sleeve for you here. And now one more pack, last but not least. Here's these ladies here. Here's Hello Kitty. Here's Carnival Lights. Okay, we got these girls. We got some holos here. And some more holos. All right. Lots and lots and lots of holos from various card sets. Those are junk packs. They cost $3. You can buy one for $3 and just have fun with it. That's what he got out of $30 is pretty much a full bag of cards. I mean, look. This is all going to go into a fresh baggie for him. Jacob, you already got a bag? Let's see if he does. Should be in the JAC box. Yeah, we got a JAC box still over here. The JA boxes have cleared up somewhat. We must have lost some JA guys over time. There it is. So there's a Jacob Chickering bag. And now check this out. So in $30, he basically fills like 2 bags. Look at that. Look at that. Look at all that. Here, let me show you again. Wow. That's a lot, right? We would buy that, wouldn't we, Beatrice? Yes, Kat, we definitely buy them all out. I don't know. What would be like a sexy guy food to put in there? I guess I could get like Cyclops cards, right? I know Cyclops. All right, there we go. I don't know what kind of guys work on ladies these days. I must be out of touch with my female gaze or something. Oh, God. Please go in here. There we go. So just like that, he's got a double bag going on. That's funny. Any cards that have any guys on them. True. Don't forget the slabs. Yo, of course. That's what you're here for. You got to get the slabs. So, but we got to get these packed up nice and neat. Good. And now let's go get a little label going. Let me talk to this lady here. Wow, this label's queuing up. There we go. All right, so now we're going to print. There we go. And print. She wants to buy the house, but I can tell by her text already that she's going to tell me, oh, I could do 125 on it. Bitch, I paid 145 on it, and I'm selling it for 150. That's nothing. That's a great price already. So we're not selling it for very much. It's already a low price. She gonna ask me to do it real low. I'm just using harsh language. Obviously, if I was talking to her in person, I'd talk very sweetly because I don't talk like that to a person. But you know what I'm saying, like, we're not trying to rip ourselves off here. You know, if it push comes to shove, I'm gonna leave Missouri and I'm gonna let a property manager manage it for us and just rent it out for us. So I'm gonna let that guy rent it out. We'll just collect rent on it. It's a cute little home, you know. He'll rent. Don't do it, mister. All right, that's Mr. Matthew. I don't know if you still have a bag. You might have a bag. I'm going to go looking for it. One Storm Esmeralda. You didn't strike Rayquaza in there, Mr. Temlet. He might be in the next one. Maybe he's in the one right after this one. Congratulations on the baby. Congratulations on the marriage. All right, there we go. 1800 Mistress, held value soon. Rocket returns, Dark Energy. Yes, it's a good card. I wouldn't give that one up too easily, because nowadays it's getting impossible to get any rare card. They're all going to unbelievable prices. She's trying to get it dirt cheap. Yeah, I mean, that's the game with you know, with real estate. Aha! There you are. I told you you'd have a bag. I knew you had one. An apartment costs more up here in Canada. Oh, yeah, you guys are screwed in Canada. Oh, Canada. Anyways, if you want to live in any Canadian city, yeah, those prices are outrageously expensive. Bro, you got Grip Hook. Oh, man, I know it's grippy. There we go. Is that right? Yeah, so I'll reset this to, say, 826. Your bag's pretty thin. Give you a free update on the bag, okay? All right, next up. Team Rocket Grunt. Let me get that Tyranitar sub spot and Gengar look spot. Tyranitar sub spot. Oh, yeah, over here, right? This correct. Canada sucks, says Danny. I'm sorry about that, Danny. I hope you guys get a lot more homes built, okay? That'll make the price of homes go down. You got to build a lot of homes. Oh, there it goes. You build a lot of homes, your problems will go away. One Gengar looks spot. Gengar. You mean this guy? You sent in 37. What's he talking about? He sent in 37. So he sent in 40 for that. What are we doing here, Team Rocket Grunt? Because it looks like you overpaid by about $4 for a spot in here, the sub list. Help me out, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. Yeah, Gengar Pikachu. So you have $4 left over after that. I think you overpaid. There you go. Sorry about that. There you go. All right. Good. Very good. We got NHCC, jump me in the Gengar sub list. What are the available breaks? Oh, we got some nice breaks. We got tonight's ladies' night, so there's a special break just for the ladies. All right, there we go. You're in. Well, let's take a look at all the breaks, everybody. Are you ready? Here goes. Classic Collection Pikachu. Really nice card from the Classic Collection. Just always looks good. Only one of those in an entire set of the Classic Collection. Gengar Pikachu is somehow up to 10 out of 36. It's absolutely nuts. This one is flying despite the high price. We got Topps and Team Rocket, and they're both filling up. So they're getting close to halfway. The Mega Break is 7 out of 12 now. We got a new sub list running. This is the Ladies' Nights giveaway. To get onto it, you have to ask me to place you on it because you are a girl. Hold on, I have a sip. I got heartburn like crazy right now. Trying to move to the States but getting a visa is tough. Just marry me. Move to Alberta. Vote for independence. All right. So here's Shanks and here's Mario. Just get ripped, turn into a himbo, and get married to some, you know, I don't know, some American girl. I was going to say something more offensive. Man, I got like a dirty mind. All right, grabbing all this. Watching too much internet, that's why. Too much internet. I got brain rot. Here's Ladies Night Break. Okay, so far nobody in there. Buy a spot for a girl in this break. Here's Call of the Jedi. Call the Jedi. Here's Trade. This is the Charmander Trade Break. $5 to get in there. Here's the first time order bonus. Oh, let's place an order of $20 or more and get this card for free. And then we also have, where is it? Astral Radiance. Very good. All right, so there you go. NHCC. Things are moving pretty fast right now. I am in Alberta, only somewhat same place left in Canada. Oh, Canada. Double taxes right now. Right now, you get double taxes. If you could just pay double taxes and then give it away to someone else, that'd be perfect. All right. Can we get more taxes on this Danny guy? He needs to pay more taxes. Okay, so now we've got Mr. Asmer. He says, one Japanese OP15. All right. Sorry for the long wait. There were a lot of orders ahead of yours. Mr. Asmer. Snipping your OP15. You watching, Mr. Asmer? Sorry for the long wait, man. Yeah, there's a heavy line of orders, man. People are going nuts on this, like, weirdly busy Tuesday. This happens. This happens where it's like Tuesday rolls around and it's usually dead, but on occasion it's like one of the heaviest days of the week. Like, what the hell? I knew something was happening when we were like partway through and a big queue formed. Like, what the, on a Tuesday? I've heard enough. Another 500 million to Ukraine. Million? Ha! Put a B in front of that. Billion, baby. All right. Now, but people are really against all that stuff, huh? Here's Nicholas Williams. He says, for my balance in the battle. All right. Thank you very much. I think he is saying that he just wanted to balance that up. We got a big David Morey's order. He says, one top series, one rainbow, one spot in the ladies break for Miss Alexis. Aw, that's so sweet. Miss Alexis, she does all the shipping. So I'll write her name and I'll write your name. So she knows who bought her the spot, and it's going to say $10, okay? So there it is. And I'll put this back here like that. So that's it. That's the game, guys. These little birds are tweeting right outside my window. It's so loud. There must be like a nest nearby. A rainbow pack. Here goes. I'm tempted to just open these myself, man. They're so good. You put that Gengar for consignment. That one is, yeah, that one's for sale. It's for sale. Gengar's for sale right now, guys. You can buy that for $300. Be happy about it. They're helping you move. They care about you. Yeah, it's very nice, guys. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. When we're in Nevada, when we're all settled in. Ooh, you got the Ash Ketchum card. That's good. When we're all settled in, I'm going to be swapping modes again and start hunkering down. We'll get over there. We got to be able to buy security and all this other crap, and you got to pay like, dude, it's expensive to move, actually, when you're moving really far. Like, this isn't just from one Missouri place to another Missouri place. Venomoth. Here's Mankey. Here's Alakazam. Yeah, just getting over there is going to be a bitch. All right, so here is Golem, and it's attached to the Rainbow Hollow. And we want to try and extract this real gently like. Let's see what we can do. We don't want any pressure on it. We just kind of want these to come apart really nicely. You know what I mean? If we can just come apart really nicely. That'd be great. Different state. We're going to Nevada. We're going to a no-tax state like I've always said I wanted to. Just had to pick between them, you know? Oh, yeah. Did you see that? Did you see how nicely that peeled? Oh, this is a good box, everybody. That peeled really gently. Just going nice and slow with it. All right, Ash Ketchum. If you get really lucky, we might get a rainbow in here that actually grades 10. So, like, if that graded 10, I don't even want to know how much that would cost. It'd be super expensive. All right. I'm just having a Hufflepuff. Taxation is theft. 1776. Here we are. The founding fathers went to war over basically a 10% tax. That's what it was. It was a 10% tax. Now it's like 2026, and we pay like a 50% tax. Doesn't look like we do, but we do. because you pay taxes on the property you own, you pay taxes when you buy it, and then you pay taxes when you sell it, and you pay taxes when you earn money, and it's just really, 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 really ridiculous. Your boss pays taxes because you made money. I pay taxes because Alexis gets paid money, but she also pays taxes because she's getting an income. So the government figured out, oh, we can be a mafia to both of these people, and they don't realize how bad it is because we've split up, you know, how we're taking it between two people, right? Like, I don't stop and tell Alexis, did you know some of your pay just goes to the mafia? I don't tell her that, so she doesn't think about it. She's like, oh yeah, I do that too. They take from me too at the same time. We are. It's just horrible. It's just horrible. 50% taxation is slavery. That's my opinion. So that's a core principle for Cardconomist. If a government's taking 50% of your money, that's no longer taxation. That's slavery. It's just every society wants slaves. It never goes away. They always change it into some new trick. Corporation wants you to be a slave. Government wants you to be a slave. Everyone wants you to be a slave. Please, please, please go do all my things for me and get paid nothing for doing it. That's what every society wants. Everybody wants someone else to go do things for them for free without you having to trade anything for it. It's never ending, and it's really horrible. And the more you realize it, the crustier you get. You turn into a crusty old man like me. You be a crusty old man like old Cardconomist. Crusty. But the more you realize it, the more frustrating it gets. Everybody's just looking for some way to drain your life energy. They want more of your life energy, and so that they can have more of their own life energy. Yeah, because that's what money is. It's just a measure of your life energy. When you put together like $1 million, that's a measure of everyone else's time. That's not your time. That's everyone else's time. And governments and corporations put those hours together like crazy. They could put billions of dollars together. With the government, they could put $40 trillion of debt together like it's nothing. That's life force. That's someone's human life, but measured in paper bills. It's really weird, isn't it? It's very abstract. It's an abstract idea, but that's what it really is. You're measuring the labor time of another human. And so when a government goes $40 trillion in debt, it's borrowing $40 trillion of someone else's time, and that's what it really is. And so everyone's always looking to have more of their own time, and, oh, will you do this for me? I don't want to do it myself. You know, it'd be really hard for me to build my own home, so the government should provide me a free one. You know, that kind of stuff, right? And the government says, vote for me, I'll give you a new free home. And people go, hey, that's a good moral thing, because I like the idea of that. And then it just gets really crappy, dude. The government's all that's dead, can't pay for it, it's got to raise taxes on someone. All right, next up, we got Kelvin Turner, Mr. Kelvin. Not Kelvin. Kelvin's been waiting a little while. He says, 5 Storm Emeralda and 5 of the Royal Bloods. Nice to meet you, Kelvin. Kelvin, you've been listening to all this bull crap I've been spewing. All right, let me grab you this Storm Emeralda. Blah, blah, blah. Taxes, taxes, taxes. Life lessons with Cardconomist. Mister, you never put me into the break, says Nicholas Williams. Whoa, which break are we talking about here, Nicholas Williams? So you sent $5 more. Which break are we talking about? Tell me which one, I'll fix it for you. Is it this one? Is it this one? This just changed my life. Never thought of that. Life lessons with Cardconomist. Keep this machine running. Never will change. I love how best you are. LMAO. I think about it all the time because I probably have autism. All right. It drives me crazy. It does. It just drives me crazy. It's like, well, it would be cool if the government took all that money and then they built something that is like really cool, like a new city or a new road or something cool like that. But they never really do that. They just kind of waste the money. The money gets like not invested. And so it's just really sad. All right. So so you were supposed to go in here and you're saying I never put you in there. Is there anyone who can double check this? Because I feel like what happened was you lost the first break, right? So you were in a gym break and you lost it. And then I felt like what I did is even though you were $1 off, I put you in there anyways. And then that sub list actually finished, but I don't think you got pulled. Oh, wait. It would be over here, wouldn't it? Maybe you didn't go in. Okay, so good. It looks like this actually has been very useful. Ah, okay, so it looks like Nathan Gordon, TRG, Juan Gonzalez, Nathan Gordon, Bill Barron, TRG, Juan Gonzalez, TRG, Nathan Norman, Nathan Gordon. A lot of Nathans over here. A lot of Nathans, a lot of Nicholases. It's the rise of the ends. All right, you're going in, baby. Let's get it. Yeah, money is a measure of your life force because it takes hours to produce something. That's what it does. It takes hours to produce like a home, and specialization, and it takes pain and all that other stuff. You can think of it as a measure of pain. That's another trick. And so, yeah, people always want slaves. We don't call each other slaves, but when you pay 50% taxes, that's the government taking 50% of your life hours when you work. And so I call that slavery. And they get as close as they can to 50%, because I guess people don't complain about it anymore. They go, oh, it's for the best, it's for the best, it's for the best. Oh, I'm doing my part for the community. That's what everyone thinks. They're like, oh, I'm doing a moral thing. Because that's a trick. You're in church, and the priest has told you you're being good when you bend over and the government takes half your stuff, half your hours. So you're being a good little choir boy. So you go, oh, I'm such a good boy, I'm such a good boy. And then the government just takes that money and gives it away. And they say, hey, vote for me. I'll give this guy's money away. I got this guy's money. I'll give it away. Who's going to vote for me? That's all it is. The struggle for power, struggle for control, struggle for wealth. And they're giving you a very bad deal, by the way. So you get a very bad deal on your side. You're supposed to have children. You're supposed to be able to buy a home. You're supposed to be able to afford a car. But you can't, because you're busy paying everybody else's taxes. So that's what's going on in Canada. You guys have terrible taxes up there. It's way worse than what we got. America has lower taxes. Thank heavens that we have lower taxes. But even over here, it's pretty high. There are countries with low taxes, like China. China has low taxes in Hong Kong. Did you know Hong Kong, the federal taxes is 15%? Yeah, we're getting ripped off, man. That's their high amount, is 15. And then you got places like UAE, you got like Qatar. They got really low taxes in some of those Middle Eastern countries that are doing really well. There's some tax havens out there. Europe's one of the worst, though. Europe's just really, really bad. And then what do you actually see in Europe? Nobody has children. Nobody can buy a home. Nobody can buy a car. Japan's kind of similar. They got really high taxes in Japan. That's why I'll never move there. It's cool. It's quaint. They got a lot of culture. And they got like 60% taxes, dude. Like, what? All right. You're part of the beehive now. Buzz, 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 buzz. Go get honey. Go get honey for the queen. You're part of the beehive. Go buzzing along. Go back to your beehive cell. You can work your fanny off in the beehive, but it belongs to the hive, not to you. So, go work your ass off. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, that's why capitalism explodes, because it allows your guys who are crazy speed runners who want to work all day long, it allows them to go be as greedy as they can, but then they go actually get a lot of work done. And this brings with it all the benefits of huge productivity. They start to have to hire people. They start to expand, bada, 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 bing, bada, boom, bada, boom. And then when you're the low-taxed country, where do you think all the big corporations want a headquarter? Oh, in your country. That's why. So all of a sudden, all these jobs are coming in. It's like, oh, man, we got to hire for this and that and this and that. Whoa, look at all these jobs in America. There's so many good-paying jobs. Yeah, because the taxes are low. That's why. That's the reason why. Why is Florida exploding? Why is Texas exploding? Why is Tennessee exploding? Why is Nevada exploding? Because there are no tax states. That's the reason. Use Talonflame. Look at that. So that's the reason why. That's why you get all these headquarters opening up in Reno. Did you guys know about that? There's all these headquarters opening up in Reno right now. Because there are no tax state. That's the reason why. Mr. Kelvin Turner, you got a beautiful Talonflame. That's a hit from the Storm Emeralda. It's not an alt-art, though. We got to get you the alt-arts. And then from the One Piece no hits, you got 2 SRs, okay? Very nice. I think that's your first time ordering. Is it your first time, Kelvin? I'm trying to recognize, because I feel like your name's faintly memorable. Mister, you said 55 for OP5. Let me check the menu real fast so we get it correct. Okay, One Piece, OP5, $55. That's right, 55 for OP5. All right, Kelvin, Mr. Kelvin. Kevin V, Kevin Maldonado. We got a Kevin Uchiha. Here's a Kevin Jenner. I got a lot of thoughts on all this stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Shut up and open my Pokemon cards, Pokemon guy. It's like the moment you start caring about stuff too much, you get kind of boring. I just want to have fun, obviously, and open some cards, but I want to be rich, too. Don't you guys want to be rich? That would be nice. I want to live in a country that's rich, too. I want to live in a rich country. All right, Kelvin, let's get you a new bag. I think he's a new guy. He's going to get the new guy bonus. Let me set you up, okay, Kelvin? So here's your baggie. Here's how it works. We do not ship your stuff out until you order a round of shipping. Your stuff stays over here for up to 1 year before it's considered abandoned. So be sure to ship within 1 year. 1 year is a long time, so you can come back like a month later and ship. You don't have to ship right away. But don't leave it behind for a full year, because if you do that, then it'll be considered abandoned, okay? So you get 1 year to ship. In the meantime, you can add more and more and more stuff to the bag. So we're going to say 8/26 on this. So it's considered abandoned on 8/27. That's next year, okay? All right, cool. So you got your own baggie. And now your bonus pulls. These are vintage from Diamond Pearl, I'm pretty sure. These are Japanese vintage. They're mint. They're a little off-center. They're like fat on the top. But I think these could get like 9s potentially. Really cool. 2 bonus cards. Have you ever seen Wonderful Life? I Want to Be Rich Like That. I remember hating that movie. Here we are. Oh, everyone loves you. Love. The power of love. There you go. Toss this over here. When I was watching that movie, I was like, oh my God, this guy should have jumped. Oh, boring. Next show. Well, you would. The power of love. The love power. Here's Justin K. He says, Justin K, please ship all bulk. Thank you. So he wants 10 Poke Shuffle, 10 other Shuffle, 1 spot in the Jumbo Pack Break. Oh, you remember that. The Jumbo Pack Break. Here it is. All right. The tree was right here. I hit it with my car. All right, there it is. I'm very wary of movies and stories. You see, movies and stories are the ultimate influence. If I can tell you a story that tampers with your self-identity, with your perception of reality, with the way that you measure things, with your emotions, I finally have control of you. So no one gets better control of you than a very good storyteller. That's the truth. Storytelling is for controlling other people. And so when you watch a story, you're agreeing to be influenced. So when I turn on a movie or TV show, I go, okay, this guy wants to influence me. So I turn on the movie and I go, what are we doing here? What do you want me to be? What do you want me to feel? And, you know, it doesn't work very well on me. I'm like too self-aware the whole time. Poke Shuffle, you ready? Like Jesus, right? The Jesus story is influenced. The Muhammad story is influenced. They all got stories. Parables. The Bible's a big story. Stories are influenced. That's what they are. They're a way for you to enter into like an illusion of something that maybe happened, and then you feel these feelings given to you by the story. But a good story writer could swap all the morals. They could swap them all around any direction if you're a good story writer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, there we go. It was love. It's the type of gaslighting Dumbledore did to Harry on its first year. Harry Potter. Okay, so Harry Potter. Let me give you an example, guys. So in Harry Potter, the big bad guy is Voldemort. He's like, ew, no mudbloods. We got to have a pure Aryan, wizard race, right? So he goes, we must have a pure wizard race. All right, so that's the nature of the writing in the story. You're in the story because you're reading it. The illusion wraps around your mind. You feel the feelings. And you begin to agree with whatever it is the author is leading you to think about, to agree with. All right, now imagine I was the author and I rewrote the story, or maybe whatever her name is, she rewrites it. But we changed the rules. So this time it's written like this. You have this wizard race that's dying out, and the evil bad guys are stopping any, 2 wizards of the same, let's say like gene pool or whatever, from having children together. Now, all wizards have to mix until a wizard genocide occurs, and there's no more wizards left. All wizard bloodlines are gone because they were bred out of existence. And so now you've got the exact same conflict, like left and right, red and blue, but you've got the other side of the conflict where it's like, okay, well, what if the wizard race disappears? Is that not evil? Is that not a genocide? So every story is there to influence you, and the story writers are influencers. And for I'm betting probably like 90% of society, they just kind of watch the movie or the story or whatever, and they just become whatever it tells them to become. And then about 10% of society is the story writers controlling everyone else. So that's the way it actually works. So this is why when I watch a movie or TV show, I don't have any fun because I'm too self-aware and it doesn't work on me. And I don't enjoy the story anyways. They're usually pretty boring. All right, Dark Jolteon, you ready? Ooh, 1 Dark Jolteon, you say. Stories don't work on me. Only money. That's from Star Wars, right? I'm a Toydarian. Here it is, Dark Jolteon. All right. So you can swap the story. Voldemort's the good guy now. A young man named Voldemort, kicked out of school for his different ideas, says, we should save the race before it's gone. You know what I mean? So you could do all kinds of stuff with writing, but it's influence is what it is. It creates parameters about who's the good guy and who's the bad guy, you know? And you've got famous stories over time like Paradise Lost that sort of play on those themes. Like in Paradise Lost, God is sort of the bad guy and Satan's the good guy, right? Lucifer, who's like, well, why should I have to worship you? That's kind of insane. Worship, that's like evil, isn't it? Worship me, and if you don't, I'll send you to hell forever to burn and suffer. You better worship me. Yeah, that's like a tyrannical thing, isn't it? To be worshipped. So, you know, literature also sets you free if you happen to run into that literature, but most people don't do that at all. It's just going to be like TikTok and Hollywood slop. All right, here's Dark Jolteon. What would you like? Keep it or re-roll it for $35? Your Republic credits are no good out here. Also had a Chinese Gem 3 and 151 pack. And can you check on my other 3 slabs, says Chili Thunder. Could you please check on my 3 slabs when my order's up, says Chili Thunder. All right, we're going to get the rest of the order together for you. We're just taking it one step at a time with the Poke Shuffles. Let me know if you'd like to re-roll the Poke Shuffle, and then we'll move on to the other shuffle, okay? So we'll go through the whole order. As for the 3 slabs, I can run down and check for 3 slabs. It's likely not in that box. So if you're saying 3 slabs are missing, we need to start doing an investigation into that, okay? How much for pre-grade? It's $7.24, no pre-grades tonight, okay? We'll wait for the late night stream, okay? We're going to take no more orders at this point, guys. He created everything. When you created everything, then you can run the show, right? Or am I wrong? If you force people to worship you or go to hell, doesn't that sound a lot like tyranny? And what's even the value of that? Isn't that almost like a kind of slavery to force people to love you? No, says Musabot. Yeah, it's got to come to an end. I sent 2 OP5s. 2 OP5s. Reroll. All right, we got a reroll coming in for Dark Jolteon. He's going to go to 35. Okay, he goes back in for 40, and the reroll is for 35. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Nice. So we're just doing your order one step at a time. It's a big order. I can go looking for those slabs, huh? So you're claiming now that 3 slabs aren't showing up. Tell me a little bit about these slabs. Were they like a much older thing? One that should have showed up in a different shipment? 1, 2, 3. We're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dark Jolteon has been re-rolled. All right. Okay. No! All right. The reroll was a wash. I'm sorry. It's a cold round. Sorry about that, man. Let's try the other shuffles real fast. Maybe some better luck in there. We're getting 10 other shuffles. Poor Dark Jolteon. Poor Voldemort was misunderstood. Yeah, he was just a misunderstood MAGA Republican. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He just wanted to keep the Aryan race pure. All right. Oh, 2 lives, no reroll. Okay, that's a good start. And that's going to be your pull. 2 lives, no reroll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, putting that there. So now you're going into the live customs. It's kind of a funny thing because it was exactly $50 in value. So it's like you just got redirected. I wonder if that card should even be in there because I feel like that's the 3rd time it's been pulled in there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. You've been redirected to the live customs. You pulled 2 of them. Good luck. 1. Too cold. Live customs. All right, so it did end up being cold. I'm sorry, man. So these are yours. Now, you also want a spot in the Jumbo Pack Break, which I believe we did that, right? Yes, we got 2 people in the Jumbo Pack Break. Then he wants 1 of the Gem Volume 3s. Gem Volume 3. And 1 151 surprise. You are 151 surprise. Ah, dang it. I really wanted you to pull something, Justin. It was a recent order for the 3 slabs. Okay. And it wasn't under any other names by chance, was it? Here we are. Ooh, a holographic Gengar. Nice. And We got a little Garde Wear. All right, we'll pop these all together real fast. Let's create a bag for Justin. Trying to diagnose the issue here, because when I grabbed your slabs the other day, that would have come right out of the JU box. So the only way for you to have more slabs is if I missed them when I was searching in the JU box. Very, very unlikely, but it is possible. But you mentioned a whole 3 of them. That sounds pretty unusual. Okay, Justin K. So that sounds like it might require a whole investigation. If it was one slab got accidentally left behind, that's still very rare, but I guess that's possible. But you're talking about 3 slabs. That sounds to me like some kind of other issue. So maybe Alexis put them in the wrong J box. Maybe they went in the JA box. I don't think that would have happened, but that could have happened. Did you say shipping on this round? No shipping on this round. Okay. So that's completed. We got a Juan Gonzalez. Let me get a spot. The Tyranitar sublist. Here you go. All right. You're going in Juan Gonzalez. Good luck in there. All right. I go by Justin K. Yeah, so that was what I searched for when we went down there, and I did find those slabs. Most likely in that event, Miss Alexis skipped all your slabs because the label likely said Justin Kim, but your slabs were saying Justin K. So that explains that. But 3 more missing slabs that I didn't pull up, that doesn't make any sense to me. So we got to figure out what's going on there. NHCC says, jump me in both pack breaks and the Astral box sealed. This is not a sealed Astral box, okay? This is only for opening the Astral. It's called a box split. And so there's 36 spots, and we're just opening the packs, okay? I'll give you a chance to reconsider that one in case you don't want to open a pack of Astral. Let's get you into both pack breaks. All right, NHCC. So that's for 62. And this is for 28. 62 and 28 makes 90. All right, perfect. So the math comes out correctly. Okay. Let's grab the cheap split and place you in there. And the expensive split. So if you could help me out, we got to grab the timestamp for that. I want to see what I wrote on the back, if I wrote Justin K or if I wrote Justin Kim. I want to see what I wrote on the back of that. David Morales, 1 other shuffle and pre-grade on the Topps Ash Pikachu. Oh, the Rainbow Topps Ash Pikachu. All right. No more orders at this point, guys. We're wrapping up here. We were really busy for Tuesday, huh, guys? We went extra long. 1 cold other shuffle. All right, that's a cold other shuffle. And David, did you grab my email earlier? So here's my email. Do me a favor, contact me there right away. Let's get the timestamps from when you pulled those slabs, because you seem to know what stream they were in. Let's grab the timestamps and let's take a look. We want to see if we can see anything about the back of the cards at all. We are. It doesn't really make sense why they would be separated from the other just in case slabs. That's what's got me curious. All right, you ready? Okay. So, really nice looking slab. Really didn't have too much effect on it from the stickiness. But when I'm looking at the top, right up there, that is a white dot right in the middle. So I'm going to have to mark it down. Also, that's a white dot. So, okay, let me go ahead and zoom a little bit. Looks pretty clean on the back, actually. I don't want to move it up and down the sleeve even. You know, so with these hollows, like the edge of the card is very flaky, weirdly enough. All right. That sucks. Yeah. I'm going to mark it as 7. Okay, Ash Pikachu 7. It peeled really well. That was the exciting part. So if you get one that doesn't have that issue, you know, you never know. They might be generous and hand a 10 out. I hate how random packs are. Yeah, that's RNG. Of course, if you want to buy something outright, then you have to pay a really high price for it, because there is no RNG. All right, that's David Morris's turn. And now we have another order from Mr. Musabot, he says 2 of these OP5s. Now, these are really expensive. That's pricey. You ready? These are no joke. There's a $20,000, I don't know, it might be higher than 20 now, but there's a $20,000 manga in this set that is like one of the peak pulls from this whole collection. And you're going to pull Baby 5 and Ulti. And all these cards have probably gotten pretty expensive too. So see these hollows? They're probably getting pretty expensive because the set itself is expensive, meaning you can't acquire them cheaply anymore. When you're at sea, you fight against pirates and Pika. So there you go. OP5, no manga. There's this guy. That just means the box gets hotter. Every time we don't pull a big manga, that's a lot of money in those. Okay. What's for sale, says JB Black. Well, JB Black, you'll need to check back in for the nighttime stream. We're wrapping up the daytime stream just now. We just finished 3 hours. We're going to go live again for 3 hours, but late at night in about, I don't know, like 8 hours or something. 6 hours, whenever we started. What was I doing? If you would like to join our Discord server, you can see the slabs for sale in our Discord server. We take pictures of them and post them in here. Also, we ping the Discord when we're going live, so that could be useful for you as well. Be sure to check this out, guys. Tonight is Ladies' Night. Ladies' Night means 2 things. This is a break where only girls can buy in, and guys can buy a spot for girls in here. So, Alexis purchased by David Moritz. And then they know that you bought them a spot. And then also, Ladies' Night giveaway just means if you're a girl, show up, say hi. We'll put your name in the giveaway, okay? All right. Mr. Store Credit, the 14, please. Okay, there we go. 14 for NHCC. I feel like you probably have a store credit card already. Why don't we just go update that? Is that OP, your last box? Oh, no. We got a fresh... Here's the great deal about it. We have a fresh case of it, right? And we open it up, and a couple boxes have been opened, and no mangas have been pulled so far. So it's a really good case where we know a couple boxes didn't have the manga. So that's not... It's a lot better than a case where a manga already got pulled, right? There goes. All right. So 7 plus 14 is 21. You didn't already spend this, did you? If you did, let me know. So weird. No, you didn't already spend that. There you go. 121. Thank you, Mr. NHCC. My brain's always wary of, like, not keeping up with the store credits. Scared that it forgot to mark something off that's already been spent. But I remember you left that on there on purpose. All right, so let me just check the PayPal queue one last time. Looks like that's cleared. Boom, we're all done. 3-hour stream. I feel great. I'll see you guys tonight for the late night stream. I hope you guys will be there. See you later, everybody.